bum, 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 bum. It's Fujikura Uraka Tatsurafu to you. She's not so strong and not so smart, but music she can do. She wanted to do music, but her family said nay. It's Fujikura Uruka. F you. Gentlemen. Fucking hell. I've already got the breedable comments. How's it going, boys? He's alive! He's alive! Good to see you all this evening. I am in fact alive. I'm so sorry for the delay in content and videos and shit. It's just been one of those months even. It's not even been one of those weeks. It's been one of those months where I'm like, oh my god, I'm just so like tired and burnt out all the time. I just haven't been in the mood to make anything. But hopefully after tonight and I get this video on the off-Kai drama sorted, then we should be good. Hang on, let me turn this down a little bit so I can hear myself think. There we go. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? He hates us. I don't hate you. I hate V-tweeters. Hi. Why? When I'm in trouble? I don't know. Apparently I've got the worst timing in the world. It sucks being in a European time zone when most of my audience are like Americans and Russians. Oh, God. Yeah, so today I wanted to finish off the little stream we had going 2 weeks ago. We're going to talk about Face Connect Japan. We're going to talk about what the appeal of Face Connect is. I'd be really handy to get as many different like opinions and to get some feedback and thoughts from yourselves on the appeal in particular as well. As I said before, a lot of this stuff that I'm taking on this stream is going to be used for the Face Connect documentary and video essay. Kind of what I like to do, right, when I'm doing my documentaries is rather than just give a straight, you know, factual documentary rise and fall of video, I always like to have kind of like a little point or a couple points in the video and kind of insert myself and kind of give my own takes on things, because I think that's more fun than just doing a pure like unbiased neutral here's the rise of thing. So it's like I want to break the video down into half. This is the rise of this is the rise of Face Connect. These are the facts. But then the second half of the big phase video, which should probably be about as long as the Pippa video. In the second half, it's going to be a video essay where I want to talk about stuff like what is the appeal of Face Connect, and on the content side of things, why do we like these girls so much? So that'll be fun. Hey Ross, good to see you, buddy. Just in time for the very generous news. Hey Ross. Did the Korosh already do her off-Kai video? She did. I'll get into it. No, actually, I won't really get into it. I'll just say, so apparently, after Kirsch has gone through all the information on a little document she got, apparently it's not a smoking gun. The only extra information we got from this information fed to Kirscher is that it was actually the management, like the big wigs who are behind off-Kai, wanted to ban Kirscher from attending anyway. And that's not really news. I think anyone with a functioning brain could kind of get that implication from that reveal she did a month ago with her back and forth with the director, Lysander, right? I mean, he blamed the volunteers for... He blamed like rogue volunteers for threatening to walk unless they banned her from the convention. And even if you believe that, there's still the point that the management, off-Kai's management, were willing to bend the knee to them, which means that ultimately they also didn't want Kirscher there, you know? So it's like, yeah, that wasn't really news. But to be fair to Kirscher, she did own up to it and say like she made a mistake and she overhyped this news before she really had a proper chance to like look for it, which is it's understandable. I don't hold Kirscher in any bad kind of light for doing that. Yeah, it's like I trust Kirscher's opinion quite a lot, that when she says stuff like that, I just assume that she's already done that research, but she didn't, and that's fine. I mean, we all make mistakes. She's realized what she did wasn't particularly a good idea, and in the future she's going to, as she said herself, she's going to make sure that she properly considers her sources before she really hypes this shit up, right? So I see Memory's last cooking stream. It was wild. I did actually. I was watching it this morning before I started like finishing off the scripts for this stuff. My favourite moments of Off-Kai was Pibba's crucifixion and Kersh's super agent mission. Yeah, the Kersha infiltration was pretty funny. I did like that. Good old Mean-chan. She almost let the stakes spoil as well. Yeah, exactly. Management has to be at least complicit to get a banned. So management was lost from the start anyways. Yeah, I think the whole thing, I don't know. Should we get into the news segment first? I don't know. I'll just say before we start with the appeal of Face Connect about the Off-Kai situation. I think a lot of people are kind of conflating the perceived damages to Face Connect with the greater culture war. I think, honestly, at the end of the day, the damage that's been done to Face Connect during the convention is basically negligible. Honestly, Face Connect's come out of this whole Off-Kai drama looking better than if everything did run smoothly and was just this wonderful clean operation, because it's really highlighted how far they've come as an agency, how far they've improved their professionalism, their communication. It's really shown people that the days of Face Connect being Pippa and Tenma and co just being edgy shitposters is over, and that they're now actually quite a legit entertainment organization with all these new and wonderful and weird VTubers who have a lot of genuine hard skills to offer, right? So negligible damage. We haven't heard this before, but here's the thing. It's not like there was no damage to Face Connect or indeed the Off-Kai attendees, because remember, everyone in FaZe were preparing to do their bit for this concert for a very long time. It means a lot to them, and it means a lot to the fans who want to go there and obviously watch the Roshis do their little bit. So when you've got these people coming in and sabotaging things, like Dizzy, for example, got her little chat thing banned, and that had to be pushed back. So Dizzy wanted to have a chat with people in the audience, and that got cancelled. So Generation 3 could do their stuff. It's not hurt anyone, but it's wasted their time. They put a lot of time and effort into preparing for that, and it's disappointed people. And it's unfortunate that Off-Kai's basically non-existent volunteer filtering has essentially caused that. So I do think they deserve to be held accountable, and they should hold themselves responsible for not just the poor quality of their vetting, but also the continuous technical issues that Off-Kai has. Off-Kai isn't a small independent startup anymore now. This is their second year, their third convention. And I know with any volunteer organization, right, with any volunteer convention, you're not going to attract you're not going to attract chartered engineers like myself, for example, to come in and do all your technical shit. But here's the thing. At the same time, people pay good money to attend Off-Kai. They spend a lot of money on the hotel, the overpriced food and drink at the convention, the ticket prices. I appreciate the volunteers' position that they're just passionate hobbyists trying to get this thing to work. I think they do deserve a good pat on the back for all the effort that they put into this stuff. But at the same time, man, it's people pay good money to attend this convention. It's unacceptable that after Con 3, this shit is still happening. I thought Off-Kai had improved this year, but I was doing some research into what went wrong with Off-Kai last year. They're actually much worse this year than they were last year, which really isn't acceptable. I saw the technical director of Off-Kai came out to congratulate himself. It's like the Barack Obama meme where he's giving himself the Medal of Honor. The tech director of Off-Kai was giving himself the Medal of Honor for fucking... They was oh, we had such a great event. I hope you all enjoyed it. And it's no, you fucking idiot. Your department let down so many people in particular. Don't give yourself the Medal of Honor, you fool. You fucking idiot. You did a bad job. Oh, thank you very much for the... What's SGD? Thank you very much for the 2 SGD, Flappy. That's very kind of you. Off-Kai these nuts. What happened last year? Oh my god, so much shit happened last year. Rather than tell you, V Shoujo got sabotaged. There was a Cooksey impersonator. Lisa's concert nearly got cancelled. I think rather than tell you all the problems of Off-Kai last year, just wait for the video and I'll give you a timeline of everything that's gone wrong with Off-Kai in its 3 years of operation. Singaporean dollars. Oh, cool. Singaporeans. Hell yeah. I've never been to Singapore. I do want to go sometime. Yeah, okay. Let's get on with the video. So, the stream. So, in the next slide, let's talk about what is the appeal of FaZe Connect. Why do I watch this shit anyway? So, why do we like it? Why do we like FaZe Connect, boys? So, we've got Menheras. We've got Growth Hux. Got some lovely, very lovely people in FaZe Connect. Got the very lovely Meemore, for example. We've got some unique content in FaZe that appeals to millennials and weird Zoomer people. I think calling Zoomers people is a bit generous, but we'll call them people. We've got FaZe Connect, generally speaking, not afraid to ride the line on what is acceptable language and behavior on the internet in current year. As Eloxis kindly explained to us kind of the other week, and something I've said before myself as well, to be fair, is that FaZe Connect reminds me of kind of mid-2000s internet culture, like very early beginning 4chan, Something Awful forums, E-Bomb, you know, Flash. I think because a lot of FaZe Connect's talents are in their late 20s, early 30s, a lot of them grew up with this stuff, and it kind of shows in the humor and the kind of language that they use, and it makes me feel kind of it is like a nice break to the very like pristine say-so and self-conscious language that you see across many other VTuber agencies. I appreciate why people wouldn't want to use like the F slur, for example. I love the word faggot personally. I grew up with it, even though I'm from the UK. We like faggot is actually a word that's used quite a lot here in the American context. And the reason why I like that word, and I don't see it, I refuse to surrender it as a slur, is because it's such a great word to describe someone who is slightly annoying or slightly irritable or like just slightly gross. Like someone gets on your nerves, you just call them a faggot, right? Such a great word that doesn't really mean anything. You're kind of just signaling to people that you find them a little bit annoying. The problem is when you take that word away from me, that means I now have to think of something genuinely insulting to address that person. So instead of saying faggot, I go like, you're a gay lisping English retard and I fucking hate your guts instead, right? It's kind of like the way I think personally. Amanda, Lord of Darkness, is an example of a weird Zoomer. Yeah, I like Amanda. Amanda's great. I hope I hope Amanda does apply to become a FaZe invader. And she, yeah, like cunt then, basically, like cunt. The problem is cunt's a much harsher word than faggot, there's a problem. But yeah, I really like Amanda. She's a fan of the channel. I watch Amanda from time to time. I hope FaZe Connect takes it one day. We'll see. You keep encouraging Amanda? Yeah, that's good. God have mercy on the VODs. I'm leaving the VOD up. Fuck them. YouTube or, like, I will... Like... I'll have to be arrested before I stop using the word faggot, quite frankly. I love that word. I'm never going to stop using it. Slurs are good. Hang on, the chat's getting so fast. Let me just catch up a sec. Hag Connect effect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Focus on entertainment before idle projects. I'll get into this more once we actually, start talking about this subject properly. But there's something I think I've noticed for quite a while with EN, VTuber agencies in particular, is that for the longest time, all of them are just, for some reason, obsessed with essentially imitating like all the latest trends, and they're really big about trying to break into the Japanese market, and they think that a VTuber corporation has to have like the big music concerts, and they have to like to make those YouTube short videos where they're blasting, Vine booms in your face every 2 seconds, and like telling a really like inane story in a ridiculously overdramatic way. I mean, it works, don't get me wrong, but I think what I want out of VTubing, and I think what a lot of you guys want out of VTubing, is I just want to watch the funny woman do something, like play a good video game and just be an interesting character who says funny stories. I mean, I think having a VTuber agency of idols, that's a win harder button. It's not essential to be a successful VTuber corporation. If your regular day-to-day streaming is good, that's all you need. Anything more than that is just a bonus. And I think some VTuber agencies are think they have to have the big 3D concerts and the megastar boy band and girl band singers. I think that was to some extent Prison Project's issue, which led to Prison Project's kind of eventual closure and dropping by Sony. It's again, I don't like to get into the number fagging, right? But it's what I find this stuff interesting. I like looking at the analytics and trying to figure out why things go the way they do. And what I always find so interesting about Prism is that some of every time like a Prism agent released a music video or like a cover, that would get like hundreds of thousands of views, right? They would get so many views on their music. But then when it came to the live streaming, like fucking no one watched their live streaming because unfortunately they built an audience of people who only cared about their music. But a lot of people, unfortunately, well, for some of them, didn't really find their regular streaming that particularly engaging. And that's not the Prism agent's fault. Because they're a Japanese company, they had the issue where they were severely limited on what games they could stream and other forms of content they could do. Because of the way Japanese copyright laws works, you need permission from gaming companies to just stream yourself playing their shit. And all the major Japanese like video gaming companies do and have sued the likes of HoloLive for wanting to play like Resident Evil on stream, like Capcom, Namco, Bandai. They've all tried to sue they have sued HoloLive VTubers just for trying to play one of their fucking silly games on stream. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's okay, Amatom. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a problem with like Sony dropping agencies as much as socks. But yeah, I really liked Prism Project. It's a shame to see what happened to Prism. Damn good agency. The music were all bangers. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, anyway, moving on with FaZe. So it's not too fake in most cases. I left a comment here for myself, actually, I forgot to delete, called Talk About Oshi Link, which is that card game, right? There's like FaZe Connect trading cards now. How many guys have bought the FaZe Connect trading cards? Come on, own up to it. How many of you currently own the FaZe Oshi Link trading cards, and how much have you spent on it so far? I actually only watch Yura because she has the same artist as Coco. Artist correlation might be something to consider. That's actually something I mentioned in the documentary I did on Prism Cross. I did think that like what's the name? Luto Araka, for example, has the same artist as Gura as well. And Iku Hoshifuri has like a HoloLive artist as well doing her stuff, and that obviously gets people interested in it. Oshi Push, not Oshi Link, that's it, Oshi Push. Yeah. Only from free draws. Yeah. FaZe is just gritty and real. Hey, mumbling Mussian. FaZe is just gritty and real in comparison to other VTubers, agency VTubers. Yeah, I think I'm always like discovering new micro VTuber agencies. And I can't remember the name of it, but I found another one that's apparently a little bit Menhera like FaZe. I'll have to remind myself who they are and give them a check them out, see if they are. But yeah, I think the point is to take away from this is that FaZe Connect does offer something that's genuinely unique compared to most other VTuber agencies. So that's why it's succeeding, is it's not just a HoloLive clone number 6 million like a lot are. Share? I will do. I'll remind myself later. I'll figure out the name of it again. I saw it on Twitter. Oh, actually, 1 second. I want to show you guys this as well. This is something I found on my Twitter. This is really fucking funny. Right, look at this. Hang on a sec. Look at this. Look at this. Right. Hang on. I don't know if I'll get banned for showing this on YouTube, but fucking hell, the shit they post on Twitter sometimes. I wish that was me. Hell yeah. Look at this shit. Oh my god. Fucking Twitter, man. This is exactly why. This is exactly why I'm on Twitter. This is so good. Hang on, one sec. Ugh, Christ, my chair is like 5 years old, guys. It's fucking fallen to pieces. Hey, sorry, Maulington the ellipses. Ugh, I need a new gaming chair. This chair is 5 years old and it's fallen to pieces. Goddamn pillow keeps sinking. Hey, William Wolf, how's it going, buddy? Rip VOD for sure. Maybe. We'll see what happens. It should have been me. Twitter is fun if you know how to filter ETL. God, fucking Twitter, man, pisses me the fuck off. Every time I open up Twitter, it's like people on all sides of the culture war just blasting each other, being dramatic, and it's people like trauma dumping about how half their family's dying, the pet's dead, and they're gonna like toaster bath themselves any day now. And it's like, oh my Christ, please. Oh, please. I just want to talk to other VTubers. Why am I getting all this shit in my feed? Get an office chair? Gaming chairs are overrated? Yeah, I've got like a fake plastic leather chair. I've got a pleather chair. I kind of thought I was cheaping out by buying one of these. I wasn't. I should have bought something high quality. Yeah, you can probably hear like my fucking creaky ass Grace chair. Anyway, let's move that there. Move this here. Let me get my notes. There we go. Okay. So the appeal of Phase Connect. What is the appeal of Phase Connect? The appeal of Phase Connect, right, is it's like asking how long is a piece of string. There's so many different people in this community who like different VTubers, and they like it for different reasons. So today, let's try to deconstruct what's good about Phase Connect, what stands out relative to the other VTuber agencies. We can even look at some of the bad things about Phase, even stuff that you don't really care about or tolerate. I guess my first open question to you guys is, are you happy with the direction of Phase Connect? If you don't understand what I mean by that, let me know. I'll elaborate further. But do you feel like Phase Connect is going in a good place right now? Are you happy with like the content and the direction the agency's going in? Do you feel like they're taking step backs? Do you feel like they're not what they were when you first started watching them? They're perhaps being a bit too sterile, a bit too safe these days? What's your opinion on Phase? What do you guys think of it so far? Pretty happy? The shipping? Yeah, that's something I'm going to bring up on the Phase documentary, actually. I mean, we give Fishman and Phase a lot of slack because they've built up so much goodwill. But when I talk about Offkai having unacceptable customer service, fucking Phase Connect has really unacceptable customer service as well. The shipping is unacceptably shit, to be frank. It's ridiculous that it can take up to a year for you to get your fucking themed merch, right? I know that Fishman's had problems with suppliers and logistics, but again, he should have like not hired these dumbasses in the first place. It's not a good look. He really does need to fix that. We meme about it because we love the Fishman and Co. But he does need a slap. He does need a slap, and he needs to get this shit together at some point because it's not. I think it's reaching the point where it's genuinely not funny anymore now. Yes. Oh, a lot of people. Hey, Dr. Binksy. Yeah, you think you think Phase Japan needs a lot of work? Okay, that's interesting because I do have a segment today about Phase Connect Japan. I know it's getting less edgy, but I'm happy to see the girls doing well. Yeah, me as well. Yeah, you say it's going in a good direction, Thorin? Dan W, happy, but I hope they aren't expanding too fast. Yeah, there's a lot. They're recruiting a lot of people. I mentioned the other week that Fishman, well, it wasn't set in stone to have 30 VTubers, but he was kind of looking at maybe having around about 30, and he'd kind of do like some Phase invaders from time to time to snag some must-have talents, right? Because there's a lot of free agents in the market at the moment, or there's free agents who want the security of a VTuber corporation. So for Fishman to like ignore some of these free agents who might be interested in joining him long term would be bad, you know, because you've got people like Sayu who've expressed an interest in joining Phase Connect, and if she does want in on Phase, Fishman would be an idiot not to take her because she has so much to offer. Even if Sayu's content overlaps with another Phase talent's like, you know, content style, she's really popular. The community love her. She just has a lot to offer. So yeah, even if it does expand beyond what's comfortable, he should definitely pick her up if he can. Hey Lulu, why do I like it? Because it gave me a home by making Flavor. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy to see what's happened with Flavor. I'm working on a video on Flavor at the moment, guys. That's kind of going to be released shortly after the Irie video, I hope. I'm going to try to release both of them around about the same time. So the video on Flavor will be kind of like inspired by Internet Historian. It's going to be like a joking, memey mockumentary. I'm really summoning the depths of my creativity and humor for the Flavor video. I hope you guys find it hilarious, as I think I am personally. It's debatable though. Fishman needs to advertise harder. Yeah, I think FaZe Connect still mainly advertises through word of mouth, memes, Twitter. Yeah, memes and Twitter, basically. I don't. Yeah, I mean, once in a while they do really like pump a lot into stuff like Fillions VTuber Awards, and I guess Offkind is an example of big like advertisement. I don't know what I think. I don't know about conventions as an advertisement tool, honestly. I'm personally, I still think that the best way to kind of advertise your VTuber corporation is through clippers and collaborations rather than stuff like conventions. I don't know. I'd be interested in taking a look at the numbers of that. I don't think that enough people go to conventions and talk about them in enough detail that it really like puts your brand out there. But then I think conventions are more about showing love and appreciation to your existing fan base and giving your existing fans that opportunity to like really double down and solidify their affection towards you, right? Because conventions are like the only place where you can go to have like a one-to-one chat with your Oshi and like have that intimate moment with them. And it's kind of, I guess, I don't know personally because I'm not the kind of person who wants to go to cons, and I don't get too much into that whole Oshi like fan thing really. But I imagine it's kind of weirdly, I imagine it feels like kind of weirdly liberating to show your Oshi, like your real self, like your real serious fleshy self. I guess that kind of like maybe that helps you like form some kind of connection with them. I don't know. I'd be interested in knowing, what do you guys, those of you who have seen like your Oshi at the convention, like you've gone to that little funny TV screen and you've shown them your real self. Do you feel like closer with them after having done that? I don't know. Don't know if that's like a powerful feeling. They pushed around the VTuber Awards and the new gen debuts. Yeah. Street billboards. Yeah, they did a lot of stuff like that for the FaZe Japan marketing, didn't they? Am I going to the Birmingham Expo convention? No, I'm not. I was offered a job as a volunteer, actually, funny enough, back in November before the expo was even announced by the CEO, but I turned him down because I thought it was a scam, because obviously I Googled him and I Googled the expo and I saw no information on his convention before or who this guy was. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to like sign up to be a volunteer for some person with no internet presence, right? Particularly as it's quite suspect for someone to send me a DM on Twitter saying they're the director of like a convention and they want to hire me as a volunteer because they saw my FaZe Connect videos. That's very, very red flaggy to me. But it turns out actually he was perfectly legit. It was real. But still, I don't want to spend my weekend fucking volunteering for a goddamn VTuber convention. I hate you guys. You stink. You fucking smell. You're gross. Yeah, talking one-to-one with your Oshi is an experience. I feel it makes you see them as a person more, and I respect them after that. Yeah, hang on, let me put the music back on. Yeah. Rip for people who have Irie as an Oshi, no one-to-one for them. Yeah, that was a shame. I think all the FaZe girls need a lot more love. I do. I still think most of them are still pretty criminally underrated, but they're doing very well these days. They're expanding very rapidly this year. Like Fishman said, they've tripled, and I think they're going to about like fucking double again after this Offkai drama and all the free publicity and PR they got from that. I think conventions are also a good way to strengthen fan base by providing a place for fans to meet each other and interact with each other. Yeah, that's a very good point, Sorin. After Offkai and seeing you guys posting about your experiences on Twitter and the YouTube comment section, I see a lot of you have really formed like some strong bonds with each other. And it really, again, builds that kind of almost cultish, loyalty to the agency, right? Who smells worse, a convention organizer or a Yu-Gi-Oh player? I think the smell of both of them would be so bad it would cancel each other out. I felt like I could be myself when I went to Offkai. I loved meeting some of the mini moves and missed them. One-on-one talk with Muyu was really nice, but I was nervous and didn't talk much. That's best of you. Well, no, that's good. You've been noticed by your Oshi though, Crystallium, which is always nice. Coffee stonks. Clara is fucking wild and is growing like crazy. She is. Okay, so anyway, let's get on with the point. So, I think the big thing about FaZe is the Menhera, it's the character VTubers and the personas, and their growth. Not just their growth as content creators, but their growth as people as well. And I think it's like a big selling point for FaZe Connect. So the reason why I say that is traditionally, artists and idols, like in the real world, and I'm talking about mainstream musical artists and idols, they're usually presented to us already at an incredibly high standard and kind of near perfection. They're already like kind of at the peak of their career right from the get-go. And with VTubers, particularly smaller, scuffed ones like you got in Faith Connect, you get to see that journey of a content creator kind of going from zero to hero. And there's just something I find so oddly compelling about it. Like watching that journey, you know, it's like the story of David and Goliath, right? It's like the traditional Hollywood underdog story, like the dark horse who everyone kind of missed and didn't think much of is, and like people kind of, you know, looked over is rising to new heights. So you got people, I think, like Rie, you know, you got Pippa, Sheena, Panko. There's loads of people in Faith Connect who started off, I think, in a very scuffed format, and like a lot of Faith girls are like rejects from other VTuber agencies, and Faith was the only one who would take them. And it's just nice, I think, to see them 2 years, 3 years later. And it's like, shit, that VTuber agency who turned them down really fucked up by not picking up this Faith talent. Like, good for them, right? Some people are incredibly gay, you know, the video. I do, yeah. Faith Connect is definitely the most unique coffee company I've ever seen. It is very unique. It's good that it does things differently. I think it's always nice to have a good diversity in choice, right? We're all losers, including the people signing up to become VTubers. Yeah, that's exactly right. We are all losers. But the thing is, the entertainment that we get from that I find from VTubing is way better than the fucking shit that we get from mainstream these days, like the slop and the trash. Like what they've ruined Star Wars, they ruined The Mandalorian, they ruined The Witcher. I think that one of the brilliant things about VTubing is, well, I mean, a lot of streamers in general, but particularly VTubing, is it's just about one dickhead one weird dickhead who's got nothing, who just sells themselves, like what they're interested in and whatever random weird schizo thoughts they got in their head. And there's just something that's just so oddly compelling about someone passionately talking about what they like in life and what they think about things is just so much more engaging than watching a $7 billion fucking CGI fest of this year's most popular Hollywood celebrities looking dramatic on the camera whilst they punch Josh Brolin in a fucking purple gimp suit, whatever the fuck is going on in the Avengers these days. Oh god, are you giving me the hot deets from the Kapipi gay orgies? What's this? 12 naked Kapipis? Oh, this is a ranch thing. 12 naked Kapipis in the shower at Off Kyle Ranch. 12 Pakistanis saying good luck, ready to... Okay, Kapipis, I want 5 hard loads on DI's hat, now! Fisting is $200. Lord Maulington's the 13th? The 13th what? Oh, I'm the 13th. I am not Kapipalist, I'm a Lumigumi. I'm a Lumigumi, a Kampai Nikki, an Uru cultist, and... Fuck, what's Irie's fanbase called again? Oh Christ, what's Irie's fan name again? Stop talking about the smelling off guy. He likes the lemon Irie heads, that's it, thank you Willem Wolf. Yeah, it's really embarrassing for Irie to be my 4th favourite VTuber and forget the goddamn fan name. But I don't really fuck with the communities, I just watch the VTuber and then I log off and I don't know. Schizo think about what video I'm gonna make next. As we can. Fuck you, Leverman. Fishman made a deal with I think you meant Devil rather than Drive, and gave him Pippa and Tenma. With people like Pippa, she makes things so relatable to the viewer, especially if she's in the same age group as her viewers, at least to me, but I'm extremely autistic. No, I think you're absolutely right, Lulu. I said this in the Pippa documentary, like, Pippa reminds me of Asmongold a lot. And I don't mean that as an insult, I do mean that as a compliment, because whatever you think about Asmongold, the guy has his finger on the pulse of like your average gamer, your average MMO kind of person. Like, I fucking love Asmongold. Like, I switch my brain off and just laugh at Asmongold and just nod along and say true to most of the shit he's saying. I don't find him intellectually stimulating, but I find Asmongold is like a Domino's pizza. He's a greasy mess, but he's a comforting kind of presence, and I find that with Pippa, because as I said before, I do think Pippa's a genius in the sense that she really does understand all elements of VTubing. She really understands how males and females need to be successful as a VTuber. She really does get the industry so well. I think if she had like a lawyers and if she had business people kind of do all the heavy lifting for her, she could probably be like the creative director of a fucking legit like VTuber corporation, in my opinion. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so we got these lovely ladies. Oh, sorry, I had dinner not too long ago, now I'm burping. So you've got the girl failure, Menhera woman, they develop and grow, and it's great to see them like get fixed. I know some people want to see the face girls get worse, but it's kind of great to see them get fixed, right? Good old Pippa's taking care of herself better, for example. And for some people, as people like Lulu mentioned not too long ago, when you see these like girl failures essentially fix themselves, I think for many people out there, it's downright inspirational, if not aspirational. So you've got people like Pippa's Capitalists who love the Yabbits grow fuck, and they find her success, right? And her words of encouragement. The motivation is like the motivation they get from Pippa is needed for them to improve their own lives, jobs, and health. And I think that's probably an unhealthy level of parasocialism for people who feel that way. But if you reflect on it, right, it seems kind of weird that people would draw strength and inspiration from a silly pink TikTok bunny. But then what you also have to take into consideration is that everyone gets influenced by something. So people get influenced by fictional characters, internet personalities to some degree. So like, what's the difference really between someone who attempts to imitate Andrew Tate, you know, David Goggins, or even just fucking Batman or a comic book character? It's like, hey, if it works and it gets people to improve themselves, then who cares what the source is? Like, this is really fucking cringe to say, right? And I probably shouldn't say something like this. I'm going to be mocked over it later for saying it, right? But here's something brief, like I'll share about myself. So I grew up in a single mother household, right? So I didn't have a dad figure. I didn't have a strong male masculine figure in my life. And I grew up with the PlayStation 1, which is part of the, well, it's not the only reason why, it's part of the reason why I fucking love Lulu, is because Lulu Tiala here, who's a bloody good streamer, guys, you should subscribe to Lulu. She takes me back to fucking, always takes me back to the 90s. But my point is, because I didn't have like a strong masculine figure in my life growing up, I think I was I think I've been indirectly influenced by like strong male figures in gaming that I grew up with. So I take a look at people like Solid Snake, for example, and I like Solid Snake's rugged masculine individualism, and kind of I think I've taken inspiration in my life from him, because like being a strong, you know, kind of independent man who can fight and makes his own way, stuff like that, you know, is yeah, I think I've taken my kind of moral inspiration from fucking Metal Gear Solid, right? Which is cringe and weird to some extent, but hey, you know what, if that's what I needed in my life to get me to stop being a complete pussy, then who cares, right? Your true VTuber material, Lord Maulington. Yeah, action heroes is what I looked up to. Same, Ross. It's always like the 90s, 80s action hero. I'd rather have a motivation from a wholesome interaction with a VTuber than an empty character from the movie screen. Exactly, but it's not just about that. It's just about how and what you get inspiration from in order to kind of like move ahead and feel comfortable in your skin and improve yourselves, right? So I kind of understand why people mock like VTuber fans for taking inspiration from a VTuber. But at the same time, I think it's perfectly normal behavior, because as I said, people suck the dick of Hollywood celebrities and fictional characters, you know, book characters, anything in fiction. So I don't see how like holding a VTuber in any form of, you know, high regard is any more cringe than like a fucking Game of Thrones character, which is what I see a lot of people doing. I looked up to book characters like Hermione Granger and Jane Eyre and Lizzie Bennet. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, what's the difference between a VTuber and a book or a movie character? Reminded me of some rando from Taiwan who stopped knife attack because hero would do. I haven't heard that one, Grievous. I'll have to look that up later. Can I attest to this? Thought it would be funny to show up at a con absolutely built. Hell yeah, Sample Dex. Managed to squat 225 pounds before this year's off guy. Yeah, that's brilliant. See, this is the thing as well. Not to get fuck, I'm going into a tangent already, guys. Bollocks, but here's the thing. I think a lot of VTuber fans, well, they're not even just VTuber fans. A lot of people on the internet most people these days are lonely, and I think a lot of them are sad and lonely as well. Bless them, because especially men, because a lot of us, I'm in between girlfriends at the moment, as I imagine a lot of you guys are. Maybe you're not, but it's like I find when I don't have that female presence in my life, then I let my physical appearance and like my physical fitness kind of I let it slip a little bit, because when I had a girlfriend, I would never ever skip going to the gym, going to my sports sambo practices, going to my K1 kickboxing practices. But ever since I dumped my ex, it's like I've gone from working out and like sparring, not fighting every single day to now I do it probably like every like 3-4 days. And I get it, it's kind of cringe to say, but I do reckon that a lot of VTuber fans, particularly the men, they need that kind of they kind of need that low-level parasocialism from wanting to impress their OGs as women, right, to get out there and exercise and work out, right, which I think which is amusing. But hey, if it works, it's great. And that's what I fucking love about VTubing. I don't just love the spectacle of VTubing, I love the psychology behind it as well. It's like, hey, if you can't get a real girlfriend to inspire you to work out and take care of yourself, get a fucking VTuber girlfriend to do it instead. Do it for her, exactly, yeah. Bob to assume we've dated. Honestly, dating isn't as bad as some people make it out to be. If you want to court a woman, just wash, get strong, be confident, and have a decently paying job. I think sometimes people, particularly the manosphere, what they do is they like to grab some dumb fucking bitch from California who's like a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. You know, the women who are like, oh my god, a perfect man has to be 6'6", and like, oh my god, he has to pay and do everything for me. Oh my god. And they kind of trundle these women out and they like mock them in their weird manosphere podcast, and they portray this is all women, this is what all women think and they're like. But you'd be surprised, a lot of women are just as sad and lonely as you are, and they're just scared of like going out and being rejected. And what they need is a strong, confident male figure who just takes the lead and kind of like makes them comfortable in opening up. I think it depends on the woman, right? Women are like a piece of string. It depends on the woman, but people really grossly exaggerate what kind of person you have to be in order to get a girlfriend. Honestly, I've always had a lot more success with women speaking to them like I would speak to them as any other guy. I never have any success when I'm trying to actually actively court a woman. I've never had any success with that, I think, because I'm trying too hard, maybe, and it comes across as like creepy and desperate. But when I talk to a woman, she's doing her bullshit with me. You know, she's doing her peak woman stuff. She's trying to walk all over me. She's trying to tell me what to do, and I'm just like, I just cut through her bullshit, speak to her like I would any other respectable like man. They tend to, I find that women tend to react more positively to that than some like weird simp who's like. Everyone has that friend, right? I have a friend, bless him, who's 4 years older than me, and he's a bit of a I don't know what the phrase is. He's a bit of a loser in love, and he normally when we're men and we're talking to each other, he's like, yes, hello, Lord Maulington, I'm your friend, and we're men, and because we're men, we're going to talk like this. But then the second a woman shows up, right, it doesn't matter if she's pretty or not. The moment a woman shows up in our friend group, he goes from hello, I'm talking like this, and then he goes, oh hey baby girl, how are you? Give me a hug. And I'm like, mate, not only is that really fucking creepy and soy, but these women just can tell from like a mile away exactly what you're after. All right, just fucking relax. Don't try so hard. Just speak to her like a fucking normal human being, and then maybe you'll actually get married one day, because what you're doing is fucking soy as fuck. Please don't do that. You know what I mean? I think everyone has that friend, right? That friend where he's like, oh yes, hello, and then a woman turns up and he's like, hey, how's it going, girl? Tipping is a turn off to most girls. It is, yeah. It seems counterintuitive, but women sometimes, I think, want you to argue with them and put them in their place. Just try to enjoy actually talking to women. Exactly, yeah. Don't treat it like a game. Don't treat it as like a puzzle that you have to solve. Just speak to them like an actual fucking human being and they'll respect you for it. That's when you hit them with the dude just scaring the hose. Yeah, just be a well-adjusted person with some depth in your personality. That's essentially it. Anyway, let's get off this tangent about dating. Why the fuck am I talking about dating? Anyway, yeah, so Faith Connect appeals to people who don't really like VTubing that much, I think. I've spoken before about the influence I think Jim Metaca's audience had in the launch of Pippa's popularity. I don't think that Pippa's famous because of Jim Metaca's, like, you know, fan base, but I think they do have an important part of that initial foundation of what made Faith Connect successful. Like, as I said before, there's been no official confirmation of this. I am confident. I will fucking fight Sakana. He never meant for Faith Connect to kind of pander to 4chan and lolcow hunting. And when he saw the popularity boost it was causing Faith Connect, he was like, oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah, Tenma, Pippa, fucking, yeah, go on, do your thing, we're getting noticed. And now he doesn't kind of need those people anymore. He's now like going in a more advertiser friendly direction. But then I also think it's, to some extent, the fact that people like Pippa and Tenma, and to some extent Lumi, are probably conscious that now Faith Connect has people like VTubing talents who don't really like that stuff and aren't about that life. They don't want to attract those kinds of fans who like lolcow hunting and, like, you know, 4chan and shit. They don't want to, you know, get their court mates in any kind of like drama, or like they don't want weird people ruining their streams. I think is an element of it as well. I think I've had loads of people reach out to me ever since the Pippa documentary, tell me that they basically started watching Pippa during the Ethan Ralph stream, and it's incredible that these people still watch Pippa to this day, right? And as I said before, a lot of the content that some of the Faith Connect talents do, particularly like the games they play and the way they talk, doesn't filter out many normies, because they talk like, you know, like actual real internet dwellers do in the modern century and in like the decades before that, right? Because they got Lumi using the word retard, and you got them saying that you got people like Pippa swearing like it's a fucking comma. You know, stuff like that does wonders to unfilter, I guess, normies from VTubing, or attract people who are like casual fans who aren't maybe the biggest fan of the more sterile environment of, say, Hololive. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Do you think that Faith Connect has kind of like a universal appeal due to, I guess, kind of like the content and the way they speak? Hey, Felix. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, yeah, exactly, Felix. It's not like that's completely gone away. It's just that the ratio now between like edgy VTubers and, I guess, more pure and wholesome VTubers and Faith Connect has gone much higher in the way of the purer girls. Hi, that's okay. Don't worry about being late. I'm just happy to see you here. Thank you very much for turning up. For the longest time, I thought Pippa was an indie until I saw a collab with Sheena. Yeah, the funny thing is, I keep forgetting that Pippa isn't an independent. It's just something about the stuff Pippa does makes me think, oh yeah, this isn't a corporate VTuber. Same with Lumi as well. Then I guess the thing is with Lumi is that Cyberlife was such a bad corporation, and she's responsible for like me falling seriously into the rabbit hole. I always just see Lumi as an independent anyway, because she technically was for a long time, given how fucking bad Cyberlife was. It's me, Lumi, your favourite tard. It was a Hogwarts Legacy drama that got me into watching Pippa. Been watching her ever since. Yeah, a lot of people got into her through Hogwarts as well. That was a big one. Very brave. Very risky. But it paid off fucking wonders. I've actually moved on from Pippa. I mostly watch Lumi, Mimo and Jelly now. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I can kind of see why that happens, I guess. It's not anyone's fault in particular. I think it's just a natural thing for entertainers as they evolve, right? Is that they either get bored or they unconsciously like get influenced by stuff and they go down another route. So I hope to God Lumi isn't watching this and she particularly doesn't see this part, but I'm gonna have to say some things that would really fucking like genuinely anger Lumi, but this is genuinely what I think, okay? I don't particularly like that much how Lumi's evolved her character in the modern day. I think Lumi was at her peak in kind of late Cyberlife, early Phase Connect, so that kind of period between January 2022 to about June, July of 2022 is peak Lumi for me. Because back then she had much more emphasis on her like nerdy, on being very nerdy and weird, and she was still, even back then, she was still a little bit shy and introverted. And she wasn't so much of a Stacey as she is now. And obviously over time she's really come into a VTuber character now. So she's very, very Stacey, very white woman-esque, very like crazy and loud. And it's not like I don't like it. It's just that I much prefer the nerdier, slightly shyer Lumi. So it's like, yeah, so it's like if Lumi continues becoming more and more outrageously white woman, then maybe I myself will also, I guess, move on from Lumi and want to watch someone else instead. Maybe I'll replace Lumi with Irie, which is something that's mean, pretty fucking mean to say, right? But it's like, I'm just saying I understand why people gradually may gravitate away from a VTuber, because, as I said before, Girl DM was my first ever Oshi, and I don't watch Girl DM anymore, unfortunately, because she's kind of gone through the same thing. She's changed her mainstream, I guess, kind of content style from what it was. So as I kind of moved on because of that. Pippa and Jerry for me now. Yeah, I'm so happy to see that Jerry's getting a lot of love. I fucking love Jerry. As an engineer, I love fellow engineers like the Jezza, playing Factorio, is based as hell. I love how Pippa can be sweet as hell, yeah. Wemmy is hilarious. Wemmy is really funny. I'm always impressed with character actress VTubers. Lumi's now Lumi's a whole fruitcake, yeah. That was peak Lumi for me. Yeah, thank you, Grimus. I'm glad. Yeah, Lumi won't appreciate us for saying this, right? I don't mean to be mean. I don't want to put her down. I don't want her to feel bad. I don't want her to change. She's much more successful now. She's, I guess, if I take a step back and say, objectively speaking, Lumi is the best she's ever been as a VTubing talent. As much as I've said about what I don't like about her modern character, her character actress stuff, her voice acting, her role playing, I think is some of the best role playing of any VTuber out there. Her role playing stuff is fucking hilarious. I love her character actressing these days. Like when she's doing her weird, like stinky cat Neko stuff, and she's doing a whole chat thing. Always puts a big smile on my face. That does. I think Guild DM was... Oh my god, I've got my first membership. Thank you very much, Welcome to the gentleman. Thank you very much, my friends. Oh no, I'm going to have to make membership content now. But thank you, Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think... Oh god, guys, I really don't want a Discord. I do. GCM, I forgot. I've had memberships. I could have enabled memberships 8 months ago. And I fucking forgot to enable memberships this entire time. Oh my god, thank you very much for joining, Nightfall. Thank you very much, my friend. The glue. That's right, Grimus. Thank you, Nightfall. Thank you very much for joining the gentleman. Shit. Oh, guys, I didn't want to form a Discord, because there's so much hassle. But I think now that I've got members, I'm going to have to open up a Discord. And we're going to have like community games and like community collabs and shit now. Oh, I'm going to have to set that up so I give you some shit for your membership. I can't believe you didn't even notice. The thing is, guys, the vast majority, all but like 4 of my videos I've ever made are demonetized. And they're demonetized because I would rather leave a 5-second meme in, which demonetizes the whole video, than not have that meme in it, right? So that's why. It's like, yeah, I don't get any money from my videos because I can't take the memes out. I love them. I don't want to get rid of them. Thank you very much for joining the gentleman, Marcus. Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for fucking hell, guys. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Please don't feel like you have to join. Thank you very much, GCM. Thank you very much, Marcus. Don't feel like you have to give me money, guys. Don't feel like you have to become like a member of my channel. We're in a cost of living crisis at the moment, as we all know, thanks to the goddamn World Economic Forum and our beloved political leaders. Save onto your money, you might need it. I'm on not bad money by any means, so right, it's like I'd rather you guys spend, you know, rather be sensible with your money and not spend it on some fucking retarded Englishman on the internet who's going through a midlife crisis, right? You see, the thing is as well is I talk about this edgy shit on main, and I actually would like to join a VTuber corporation sometime, but if people dig into my past life, if I am successful, this fucking shit, they're gonna just dig the stream up and they're gonna be like, oh my god, look at this Nazi. Thank you very much for joining the gentleman, Bitter. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. You don't own anything and you will be happy and you will eat the books. Thank you very much for the dono, seeing your sample text. Thank you very much for the 20 Canadian dollars, my friend. I don't know if I told this story before, but I'm a Canadian permanent resident. I actually did work in Canada for a year, and then after like 6 months of being in Canada, I was like, no, fuck this. Canada's worse than England. I'm going back home. But it took me 6 months to find another job back in England. But yeah, it's a shame, really, because 12 years ago, Canada was genuinely my favorite country on the planet. I actually liked Canada more than the United States 12 years ago. And it's just such a shame to see what's ended up happening to Canada. Really disappointing. I spent a term when I was a university student as an exchange student at McGill University. I wasn't impressed with McGill. I fucking love, I actually quite like French Quebec. Is it called French Quebec? It's just called Quebec, isn't it? I quite like Quebec. I quite like that province. I've been to British Columbia, Quebec, and I've been to Newfoundland. I'll tell you what I find really weird about Quebec is that those French Canadians are really like handsome people. Like the men in French Canada are really handsome and the women are fucking sexy. They've got sexy accents as well. Don't know what it is about French Canada. My lord filtering himself with edgy humour, yeah. I should just stick as an indie at this point, I think, right? Anyway, let's get on with Face Connect stuff. Yeah, okay. So I think a part of the appeal of Face Connect is through its great game choices and its creative personal interest streams that kind of draw from the ladies' genuine, real passions. I know VTubing is supposed to be about, like, you know, character acting, personas, K-fob, doing a performance. I think some Faye skills are more character driven than the others, but as someone who like grew up on early 2000s internet culture, I find, you know, Pippa's shitposting, her wacky anti-glowy sense of humor, Lumi's, Tard's, Enos, Lear's fucking weird, cancelable, weird Learness, etc., right? Their weird sense of humor really does bring me back to like 2006. And what I really appreciate about FaZe is that you can watch someone have genuine fun and really be themselves. And I find that far more entertaining than a carefully created image. There's no quicker way for me to turn off a VTuber in disgust and like never watch them again than when I'm watching like a female VTuber play fucking Minecraft and act all cute. Right, this is such like I know this is such like a fucking, this is such a mean thing to say. It's such a spiteful, like, rude and, you know, toxic thing to say. But I just want to, I do want to make the point, right? Is that fucking the Minecraft collabs drive me fucking insane, particularly when they're just like particularly when you've got these people who are like. Who are like, oh no, my mud hut's dead. Oh, I'll save you. We're in danger. Yay. It's like, no, please. I'd rather you just talk about your dog or something. Please don't do these cringe Minecraft collabs where you just talk about fucking nonsense for 4 hours and it takes you all like 5 hours to build, you know, a house. Please don't. That kills me. It really does like make me hate a VTuber forever. Please don't do that stuff, guys. Please just be yourself. You can filter yourself. You can still be yourself whilst filtering yourself, right? Is what I mean. Don't worry, Temba hates some more. I've always seen VTubing as a way to be yourself without people judging you in real life. That's exactly it, Wollemorph. You've hit the nail exactly on the head there. That's how I see VTubing myself as well. Yeah. Minecraft is great between the boys. No girls should be allowed to the mines. You see, this is the thing. Girls have Minecraft. I think the winning formula for male VTuber collabs is to get them in a game of Worms or something together. You get four bros playing Worms and giving each other shit, and that will be like a stream for the ages. That'll be a bloody good stream, I think, if we got male VTubers playing competitive games where they're like trying to deliberately fuck each other over. The appeal of male VTubers and just men in general is like toxic masculinity, basically. As much as people shame toxic masculinity, that is what people like about men. They like men being toxic bros. Gaming adjacent. Minecraft always seems like an excuse to get in the app or have something to do in the background. You're exactly right, Jumping Fox. That's exactly what it is. I think that is exactly what it is. But then that kind of screams to me that's like laziness, really. It's a bit lazy. I think that kind of content is. Oh, hey, Aram. Good to see you, buddy. Phase Connect is edgy, not in the sense of being edgy for the sake of being edgy or being overtly too sexual, but phase just seems natural. Exactly right. You're exactly right, Aram. You've hit it exactly on the head there. That's good. Good point. Good point. We got some people in Phase Connect are a bit lewd, and we've got like the whole les maxing thing. But again, it's always played for entertainment. It's not played for fetish. It's not really played for fetish purposes to get, you know, the Phase Connect fandom to start gooning off to people like a lot of kind of lewdy tubers do. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like when people do content to try and make the audience kind of goon off to your stuff. I would appreciate it if it's like done humorously. Like I really like Cottontail, for example. Oh, thank you very much for joining the gentleman, Cyrus. Thank you very much, my friend. By the way, as the potato levels up, once you get to about 6 months, you get a cool potato that has like a cape and a scepter and a crown. So don't worry, the potato evolves into something cool. It becomes a regal potato. But yeah, I really like Cottontail because even though Cottontail is a YouTuber, she's just really fucking funny and charismatic, and that like warms me up to it, right? Because I think the woman is absolutely hilarious personally. But then again, we're going into a tangent, right, about our different tastes about stuff, which isn't really what I want to get into. I'm just saying that I'm just taking a look at what Phase Connect does differently to others and why people like that, right? Rather than fuck forms of content I don't like. If people do content I don't like, I don't care. I don't watch them. I don't talk about them, right? Henya plays Minecraft and acts cute. I love this girl. It suits her. Yeah, that's exactly the thing, Rubedo. It can work with some people. It doesn't work with everyone, really. I think what VTubers need to do, where possible, is recognize where their strengths are. And particularly if they're a corporate VTuber, they need to kind of capitalize, if they can, on their strengths rather than aimlessly like go through the motions. I think you need to experiment with lots of different stuff to see what you can and can't do well. But take me, for example, if I wanted to min-max my worth as a content creator, based on my analytics, I should just do Zapsadan streams and VTuber commentary streams, but I don't want to just do that stuff because it's boring. But it's like, yeah, I probably should concentrate on that stuff if I do want to focus on building my brand and making money for a company. The moment we start talking about YouTubers, I get a notification that Panko is streaming. Panko Manko, there we go. Yeah, as VZ Gaming says, Panko Manko, yeah. Yeah, but I think what my point there is that some VTubers are cut out for being fake, like say-so idols. Some people aren't. They should probably try to open up and like express their real selves a bit more if their company has a problem with that, then maybe they keep it filtered. But yeah, I do think that VTubers themselves, even corporate ones, should be pressing like their talent managers to really give them some of that creative freedom to make their own way. Water bottle. I'm drinking some water from my water bottle. Say-so, yeah, Henya is genuinely quite say-so naturally. Henya's a really lovely person. And she comes from a culture that's quite, respectful, right? There's a niche for everything in VTubing. You're right, Soren. But anyway, So the Faith Connect community itself, that's you guys. I've noticed you guys are quite loyal, and many of you have been around in the Faith Connect community for a very long time. So the appeal of Faith Connect, obviously, is that a lot of you have been there since the start, right, to see the fixing and the growth of the Menhero girls. I know Woolen Wolf has been an Irie fan since day one. I actually saw you, Woolen Wolf, I think. Pretty sure I saw you commenting on Irie's debut stream. And despite the shit, despite the stupid shit people say about Pippa and some of the others, most of the Faith Connect girls, as far as we can tell, right, are genuinely quite lovely people. Obviously, they had that off collab a little while ago where they were all being very, very fruity with one another, and Irie and Dizzy were smothering Pippa in their great big honker-donker-donkers. And many of them as well, I think Faith Connect go way above and beyond what many VTubers do to show their appreciation to the audience. Many of the Faith Connect girls are hags, or they're near hags. So they grew up with the same kind of internet culture a lot of us other millennials did. I know there's a lot of millennials in my audience. So there's that very strong relatability factor in them, right? There's just something, again, going back to compelling content creators. When someone says, for example, they like Warhammer 40k, or they grew up with Courage the Cowardly Dog, just that alone, just that sheer relatability factor, I just build an immediate connection to that person because I just want to gush about like fucking old 90s Cartoon Network with them, right? It really is powerful sharing your hobbies with other people, and it's kind of weird, I think, how some particularly very say-so and, you know, pristine VTubers focus so much on being an idol. They forget that a critical part of streaming entertainment is building some kind of bond with the real human being, you know, that's behind the screen, right? Hey, Backstash, good to see you, buddy. Hey, friends, sorry I'm late. Oh, it's no worries at all, Backstash, no worries at all. I'm always happy to just see people turn up and show up on stream. I think it's hilarious when Jelly refuses the hag allegations. I think they should own it. Being a hag is in at the moment. Walk Boss Sheena is hilarious. Good old Orc Sheena. Yeah. Hey, CPPC Tech. How's it going, buddy? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so they grew up with the same internet as us. There's a strong reliability factor. And because of that, you know, you've got the Menhera, you've got the slurs, you've got the minor edginess they sometimes partake in, which makes them, you know, relatable to normies, casuals and tourists too, who otherwise don't like VTubing all that much, because I think a lot of people, particularly people in the Faith Connect community, they just want to watch an interesting personality play video games. When many Faith Connect talents aren't doing the crazy VTuber stuff, I think like what they do in their day-to-day streaming is quite palatable. And I'm always curious as to the business decisions around what they're playing, because Fishman is actually, you know, he's a pretty good gamer, Fishman, and he's complemented talent based purely on their game choices. Like, he thinks a VTuber who has a smart selection of games that they stream is a brilliant VTuber. And he's absolutely right, because VTubing does overlap and directly compete with regular streamers. Before VTubing became more mainstream, a lot of us probably spent several years probably watching silent, you know, boring Twitch gamers just play Escape from Tarkov all day, every day. So, although VTubing has many more possibilities to offer in terms of like content creation, sometimes, you know, you just want to watch the entertaining schizo girl play the latest horror game, you know, in Scream, in Fear, maybe sometimes she'll sing a cool song, whatever. You know, it's like how sometimes I crave a volcano burrito from Taco Bell, right? And then I can't remember if I like the burrito more with beef or chicken. So I ordered 2 burritos, one with each different kind of meat, and then I think, Christ, that's expensive. I'll buy the value family meal for 2 instead, because it's only like £3 more. And now instead of 1 burrito, I've got 2 burritos, I've got 2 sets of fries, 2 of those cinnamon twist things that are dry and stale, but I just can't get a fucking enough of them for some reason, even though I don't like cinnamon. I mean, sometimes you just want decent enough slop, and I tend to be the kind of person where I prefer weird girls doing normal things instead of cute girls doing, you know, cute things, but we're all different, right? A churro? I don't think it's a churro, Felix. It's like a little bag of these dry snackable things. But yeah, that's my rant on Taco Bell. I fucking love Taco Bell. I love American fast food. Watching the British Fury take over an hour on his first like the fuck. Has it been an hour? How long's it been? Fucking hell, it's been an hour and 40 minutes on side one. God damn. Today's stream isn't going to be 4 hours. I am not going to be able to tangent that much. He wants all of them to play Minecraft. He does. It's fucking weird. But then he compliments them for playing shit like StarCraft. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I guess going back to why do we like Phase Connect? Does anyone else have anything they want to offer on the appeal of Phase Connect and what they think works well about Phase Connect? Right, like, who of you guys in the chat, who's your favourite Phase Connect VTuber? Why do you like them? Why do you think you watch them over anyone else? Because in theory, HoloLive should be the best VTuber corporation with the best VTubing talents, yet many of us choose to watch Phase Connect. Like, why? Why do we do that, right, is the question. This reminds me of that Stargate. Oh my god, VC game. I fucking love Stargate Atlantis. Bloody good series. I love the P90 as well. This reminds me of that Stargate Atlantis episode where McKay tangents on McKay's leadership. I think I'm VTubing McKay, you know. That'd be a great description for me. Maybe I should get a model. Maybe I should get an outfit where I look like McKay from fucking Stargate. Leah and Ember for being polar opposites, being the girliest girls. Pippa because she's flawed. Emma because she streams at me. I went from HoloLive to Phase. Pippa got me into Phase. I went from CyberLive to Phase, obviously, because I just followed Lumi. I was basically just a Lumi stan at one point, and now I'm a Phase stan, I guess. Although I am warming up to HoloLive these days a bit more, guys. I'm still not a fan of HoloLive EN, really. I like Mori Calliope and Gura, don't get me wrong. I actually really like those two. But I've been watching Polka recently. I can't understand a fucking word Polka says because I can't speak Japanese. But I fucking love Polka. That bloody good VTuber. So maybe one of these days you'll see me actually praising HoloLive for being a damn good VTuber agency. I mean, I do think HoloLive is a damn good agency. I have a lot of respect. And I'm genuinely impressed by how incredibly hardworking those HoloLive girls are. I do feel so sorry for them, man. There's so much pressure. They're workaholics. God bless them. I wish them all nothing but the best. Unfortunately, it's just what they offer is just not, you know, to my taste enough. I want to watch them stream on a regular basis. I'm like Phase Connect. Is Sarah's fallen off Pippa's Oshi and Ian? Ah, interesting. I think Pippa's Oshi, Kami Oshi, is what someone called Watamote or something. I think she's a HoloLive Japan VTuber. Pippa playing Hogwarts. Yeah, I see. We got a lot of Hogwarts Legacy bros here and Pippa bros here. Jelly does Vim, launches her own mini cybersecurity game. Yeah. Yeah. Good old Jelly. I can't wait to do that. I've got so many memes prepared. Watame, Watermelon Girl. That's it. Yeah. I noticed that Watame is really popular. I noticed with a lot of people. Why do people like Watame out of curiosity? What's the appeal of Watame? Yeah, she's a sheep VTuber, isn't she? I used to watch several of the HoloLive Ian talents before they joined HoloLive. Let's just say they weren't very safe before. Yeah, I heard that actually. Obviously, let's not talk about past lives here and do that shit. But yeah, I do hear that some surprising ex-HoloLive talent, current HoloLive talents in their past lives were very fucking spicy. Otome is Pippa's all-time HoloLive Oshi, but Faunus. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I guess Polka is my HoloLive Oshi. I think Mori Calliope maybe is my HoloLive EN Oshi, and then Lumi's my Kami Oshi, right? Have you watched Hatchhammer? She was my Taste of Sad girl. She does speak English, but she's JP. I think I have, you know, Com. That name rings a bell. Muyu is my Oshi. She genuinely loves her community. She even became the Janny of the PCD mini Mooj. Oh, did she? I didn't know that. Because some people on other channels were bullying. Ah, fucking hell. Really? Why were people from the other Discord channels bullying you? Was it over lolly stuff by any chance? Was it by the lolly stuff by any chance, Crystallian? Is that why people were bullying people on Moose channel? Although that said, Phase Connect has quite a few lollies. I don't know why people would bully the mini Moose for being lolly-likers. She has also true passion. I can listen to her even though I don't understand half the things she's saying because I don't play light novels or know the eroge she plays or the manga she reads. Watame is cool and sings really well. Loki and you are love and life. Yeah, we're going to talk about Phase Connect Japan in just a minute, actually. I like the course too. I like the Spicy Fox as well. I like the course. Good old course. I think Korsha has the best laugh in all of VTubing. I don't think anyone laughs better than Korsha does. All I want in life, guys, is to fall asleep to Lumi singing and to wake up to Korsha's laughter. Is that fucking creepy and weird and inappropriate? Yes. But am I wrong? No, I'm not. Imagine, I know people like to talk about Doc Ebird and like Murray. Well, maybe Murray might want to join Phase Connect, but yeah, people like that, these really big like independents, they would be hindered by Phase Connect, not helped by it, right? Oh, because he puts a lot of lolly art in the channel. I see. Okay, I guess it will be the non-lolly channels that are bully for that kind of content then. But here's the thing: I'm not the biggest fan of the Phase Connect Discord or Discord communities in general. Anyway, they're complete shit. I much prefer the Phase Connect community in like on YouTube and in the Clipper comment sections. Honestly, I think Pippa is great, but when Panko said how Pippa is a star and they're all lucky to have fans and she's grateful for it, kind of broke my heart and I felt bad for Panko. Ah, that's sad for Panko to feel that way. Yeah, I guess I don't want to get into that weird era of speculating on, you know, how talents feel about where they place in the company and like who's the, you know, I don't want to get into that kind of dramatic, you know, downer stuff. But as I said before, there, I will immediately be a hypocrite. Right, and just say that I would say that I still think that Tenma is the face of Phase Connect over Pippa. I think Pippa is like her own thing. If I were to describe Phase Connect as like a car company, I would call Phase Connect Porsche, and I think that Tenma is the 911. You know, it's the Porsche 911 of Phase Connect, and Pippa is like the Macan or the Cayenne, whichever one. I can't remember which one is responsible for basically saving Porsche financially, right? But it's like everyone knows Porsche for the 911, but it's the Macan or the Cayenne, the Porsche SUV, that basically bankrolls Porsche, right? And allows them to continue making the 911. Again, I'm not saying that like Pippa is fucking like carrying Phase financially. She's definitely not. Phase Connect could lose Pippa these days, and it would hurt, but they would continue on fine because, as I said in the Pippa video, Pippa isn't Phase Connect, right? But I do think that Tenma is the best representation of what Phase Connect is over Pippa. I think Pippa is her own thing, personally. NASA cute, yeah, NASA's bloody love. You know, it's not just NASA's cute as well. Kokoro Memory and Pico Graham are super duper cute. The alerts are a bit much. Yeah, these Kersha's alerts you're talking about, VZ Gaming. My only problem with Kersha's streams is that her alerts and like her soundbite stuff and just all the little Twitch add-ons she has is fucking cancerous. I'm not autistic, but even I get fucking like sensory overload when she's trying to make a point and people donate her money in bits and you've got like her sound bites of her screaming, literally screaming in your ear. And then you've got like the text-to-speech voice going, "Hello, Kershaw. I like you very much, Kershaw. You are the funny box woman. By the way, show me your feet pics." It's like, fuck it out, Kershaw. Please turn this shit off. But Kershaw, please, it's too much. I can't understand what Tenma says a lot of the time. I can't understand what Tenma says a lot of the time. Oh, that's funny. I do think that Tenma's voice immediately makes anything she says 100 times funnier than it actually is. The moment Tenma says fuck, I'm already in stitches. It's just, she doesn't say fuck, she's like fuck. Something like that, or the Rolex, where that's not like that analogy as well, GCM. Yeah, like the Rolex, Pippa's a Submariner, but it's a Datejust that's actually Rolex's gem. Yeah, it's stuff like that, basically. It gets annoying when people abuse it, but when she's talking about sounding, then all the alerts can go up to them. Oh my god, the fucking, the sounding chats. That's going to be my thumbnail for the Kershaw documentary video. I'm gonna reveal my cursor thumbnail early. It's gonna be a picture of Alex Jones's InfoWars studio, but instead of it saying InfoWars in the background, it's gonna say Sounding Wars, and I'm going to like take Alex Jones out and just replace it with cursor. And I think the thumbnail text is gonna be Anime Alex Jones, Cursor Versta, or the Death Ketchup Woman. Oh god, the cursor video is gonna be fun to do, but it's gonna drain me. I'm gonna have to do like a 2-hour-long Vati video on Kersh's real life lore for that one. I think like that. Just doing Kersh's lore alone will take 2 hours. It's gonna fucking exhaust me. I'm never gonna want to do a video again after the Kersha one. Tenma does have a great voice for singing and comedy. It's not just her voice. Tenma, as I said, I think Tenma is the funniest VTuber in the world. I genuinely do. She's one of the funniest women in the world as well. I do think Tenma's a fucking genius at comedy. 2 hours is too short. It needs to be longer than the Titanic. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to Face Connect Japan. Okay, so Face Connect Japan. Let me get my notes. Okay. Face Connect Japan. Bloody good designs and some fun new VTubers in Face Connect Japan. I think Face Connect Japan debuted in January of this year, I believe. I keep thinking it's February. I think it's January, not February it debuted, right? And we're going to talk about why Fishman went to Face Connect Japan. Went to Japan with Face Connect and not the Latinx area. Fuck you, Latinx. Do we have any South Americans in the chat today who are going to get triggered by me saying Latinx? We got any island Mexicans, tropical Mexicans in the chat today? Hey, Rob, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. You're not late at all, Rob. No, don't worry. I always appreciate you guys just popping in for just like a couple seconds just to say hello. Always appreciate the things that you guys do. Slurs, yeah. They call me Lanex. Oh, Potato King, hell yeah. Mexican? Oh, I didn't know you were Mexican, Aram. Aram, I've looked at your profile. I've looked at your profile on Twitter before, Aram, and I just assumed that you that you were an American. You have a very American Twitter profile. Partial arrogance. I think it's funnier to pronounce it Latinx. Why would it be funnier to pronounce it Latinx? I don't get it. I don't know if that's fun something. Texan Mexican. Okay. Exactly. It needs more Texan than Mexican. Exactly. It needs more Japanese fan bases, not EM folks like myself who speak Japanese at various levels. Yeah. I'm Brazilian, screw you. No, screw you. Fucking Brazilians ruin my goddamn Dota 2 games. God, you know what? The only word of Brazilian I know is the word hue. Like, you know when you're playing with... Do you know how Brazilians in Dota 2 have a mating call? Every time you play a Brazilian in Dota 2, they immediately spam the chat with this all game, right? This is the Brazilian experience in Dota 2. That's all you see in the chat every time you play Dota 2 with Brazilians. I'm of Salvadorian heritage. Hey, Reva. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. My sisters will knife you for saying Latin. Hey, Tempest, remember, I am English. I am very confident in my abilities to out-knife anyone who draws a knife on me. Okay, I've actually been stabbed twice as well, by the way. Again, just to go on a quick tangent, I've been stabbed twice in my life. The first time I got stabbed in the ribs, like I got stabbed in the chest. With a fucking potato peeler of all things. Some cunt stabbed me in the chest one Friday night with a goddamn sharpened potato peeler. It didn't do much damage, but it felt really weird. I don't know if like my rib cage blocked it or something, but yeah, I felt like a weird vibration in my bones when a potato peeler like rammed into my chest. Even though the potato peeler did no damage to me, that was like the most disgusting feeling stabbing I've ever got. California Mexican. I've never seen a California Mexican before, Lulu. Please don't say Latinx. I knew that'll piss people off. Latinx is how I say it. Yeah, Leah's have Puerto Rican. Sounds like yeah, potato peeler. I know, who the fuck stabs people with a potato peeler, right? I was insulted to get stabbed by a potato peeler. So the context, the first time I got stabbed, right, is I got stabbed Hang on, why did I get stabbed the first time? I think I got stabbed the first time. It was by a 12-year-old. I think there was like a gang of 12-year-olds on their bicycles. I'd noticed on one Friday night had just like encircled one of my friends. I'd noticed that a guy being encircled was one of my friends. I was 16 at the time. He was 16 as well. We were still in school. And I have no fucking idea why they were circling my friend, but I thought they had the mobile phones out, right? So when you've got a gang of 12-year-olds with the mobile phones out and one of them's like squaring up to my friend who's like a foot taller than him because the guy's fucking 12, right? And I was like, yeah, this isn't going to go well. They got the phones out. There's going to be a fight. So I basically just like charge in there and I just fucking sucker punch. I just fucking blat this 12-year-old who's squaring up to my friend around the back of the head. And yeah, there's like just a fucking mosh, right? It becomes like a mosh pit of us like trying to slap and punch each other, like two 16-year-olds just like fucking slapping a bunch of 12-year-olds. And one of them like rams a fucking potato peeler into my chest. But I was fine. I didn't even need to go to the hospital, honestly. It was like a very minor cut. However, the second time I got stabbed was actually really fucking bad. I almost died the second time I got stabbed. So the second time I got stabbed with a real knife. I got stabbed with a proper knife. I got stabbed with I think it was a steak knife. Not like one of those steak knives that looks like a fork. I mean like a really big fucking sharp cutting knife. So the context between that one is that I live in a countryside town in the UK that has a problem that it's very rough, right? It's very working class, very hands-on, right? You know, it's very trade heavy. And we have a problem with like alcoholism and stuff, right? So I was like walking home one day again at night. It was a Friday night, and I was like walking in. I don't know how to describe this to Americans. So the place I live is very mountainous and it's very hilly, right? And in order to traverse through some of the mountains and hills we have, they've like built public walkways. But they've like built a tunnel that goes straight through the middle of some of the massive hills and mountains. So you've got like these tunnels, kind of like how you might have like a car tunnel, right? But instead of it being for cars, it's for people. So you can walk like a mile in a tunnel in the middle of like a fucking mountain or like a giant hill. And the only lighting you have is like literal ceiling lights in these tunnels. So as I'm walking from one side of the tunnel to the other, I'm like 3/4 of the way through this tunnel, I see two guys in hoodies are basically curb stomping over and over again this random guy who's led on the floor and he's like covered his head up. And these two guys are constantly trying to fucking stamp him like in the head, and they're constantly kicking him in the stomach. And bearing in mind, it took me like 5 minutes to walk through the tunnel at this point. I have absolutely no idea how long they've been kicking this guy's fucking head in, right? And as I see this shit, they ignore me because they're busy just kicking this guy's kicking the ever-loving shit out of this guy. And I kind of look at it and I'm like, oh fucking hell! Like I want to walk past this. I'm not here. I don't see shit. I don't want to get involved because I'm gonna get stabbed. And then as I'm walking past this guy and I'm hearing them, you know, I'm hearing the noises of their kicking impacts, I have a complete retard moment. And my retard moment is I'm like, no, I can't ignore this. I have to get involved. I can't. This guy is gonna die if I don't do something. So yeah, so basically what happens is I throw myself in there, right, and I get the first guy. I knock the first guy out, and then as I'm trying to knock the first guy out, the second guy pulls a knife out of his coat and rams it into my back, and there's like this, and then he like runs off, and then there's this 30-second weird period where I feel completely fine, probably because of the adrenaline. So after the other guy runs off, I try to walk to the end of the tunnel again. I tried to like walk out of the tunnel and just continue on my way whilst I've got this knife stuck in my fucking back. And then after 30 seconds, I start feeling really sick really quickly. And I'm starting to feel, as I'm walking, I'm starting to feel more and more sick, like I'm going to throw up. And then what happens is that I realize all of a sudden that I'm looking directly at the floor, even though I'm like kind of trying to keep my head up and keep walking forwards. And then by the time I realize, hey, the floor is getting really, really close to my face. Am I falling over? And then by the time I realize, oh shit, I'm falling over, everything goes black. Everything goes black. And then what feels like 3 seconds later, I wake up and I'm looking up now. I'm on my back, I'm looking up, and there's like 12 or like 15 doctors and nurses all in a circle around me at the hospital, and they're all like screaming and shouting at each other giving orders, and because I just become conscious and I had no idea what was happening, the first thing I want to do, right, is immediately just sit up. So what I try to do is I try to sit up and I go, oh my god, did I pass out? What's going on? And there all these people are trying to push me down and try to keep me flat on like the hospital beds. But because my brain is all fucked up from having just come back online, my brain is determined that I sit up. So they're definitely trying to push me down, going, no, don't move. And I'm really adamant. I'm like, no, I must get up. I have to get up. I want to get up and want to know what's happening. But yeah, I was in the hospital for about a day and a half. Fortunately, I did survive that one. But yeah, your brain does weird stuff when you like wake up from being knocked out, essentially. Anyway, that's my fucking story about being stabbed. Let's talk about Japan. It was. I know what it's like now to fall unconscious. Unfortunately, guys, there is no life after death. Everything goes black, and that's it, I'm afraid. What happened to the guy you saved? No idea. Don't know if he's dead or alive. No clue. I got interviewed by the police, obviously, afterwards. I gave them my story, said what happened, and nothing ever followed up from that. Anyway, Faith Japan, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Faith Connect Japan. So Faith Connect Japan is a big deal, I think, because it marks Faith Connect being a global operation, which is a big point of prestige. So it's opened up a separate branch in Japan with its own staff, management. You got 5 new VTubers officially titled Phase Kaleido. And for some reason, it's labelled as Faith Connect Japan Generation 1, even though they're not really Generation 1. Demichi, Iori, and Nasa are Generation 1. But, anyway. The creation of Faith Connect Japan probably wasn't a surprise if you watched Shisaka Airi's birthday stream, as that dopey slut, Sakana the Fishman, accidentally ruined the surprise himself by admitting that Faith Connect Japan was coming. However, it's just weird, I think, about the Demichi, Nasa, and Iori situation. They're still part of Generation 1, which makes them technically still in the Phase English branch. It's like, what plans does Fishman have for them? It's like, yeah, I think Phase is in a bit of a sticky situation with that one, because if they take those 3 out, then that leaves Generation 1 with 4 VTubers. And I don't know how the other Gen 1 girls would take the splitting of their generation, even though they haven't really done all that much together over the years, honestly. There haven't really been that many collabs, between the English-speaking people of Gen 1 and the Japanese VTubers. Yeah, it's not unheard of to, like, restructure generations. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, what does Fishman do with those 3? Does he just leave them where they are? Maybe he encourages them to become bilingual. Is it okay to just leave them where they are? I don't know. What do you guys think they should do with those 3? Do you think they should just leave them where they are? Do you think they find where they are? Maybe he should at some point move them to Phase Japan, do a little bit of restructuring? Are they referred to Japan Gen 0 now? Is that an official thing? Or is that like a community thing? I've not heard the word Gen 0 used before. Much like how Hachama and Coco were joked as Hololive E and Gen 0, Michi, Iori, and Nasa are Faith Japan Gen 0. Leave them where they are. Just see what happens later on. I don't think it's a bad deal if it is as it is. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's kind of like, the problem is that Faith Connect Japan has its own, Japanese management, as I just said. So they'll be helping the Faith Connect Japan girls, make their mark in the Japan VTubing sphere. I don't know who manages Iori, Nasa, and co, right? I don't know if they get like Mumi, or if they get access, or if they essentially get access to Faith Japan's management. Yeah, I do think that those 3 in particular need another push. I do think they would benefit from maybe a re-debut. I guess kind of Nasa getting her model update did serve as a re-debut. That's really boosted her profile in the community again. I think Demichi and Iori should get one too, to make things fair. They're still a part of Origins, but they're technically in the Japan management structure. Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. Yeah, because I think Dimitri in particular doesn't particularly lend well to EN, like VTuber consuming practices. Maybe she'd be more popular with you know, like Japanese consumers. I'm sure the JP talents have their own managers. Yeah, Phase Connect girls are like, they're named and grouped like condoms. Yeah, I hope they do get model upgrades on their birthdays. It's been a while. I feel like they don't get enough love sometimes. But anyway, given the fall of Wactor and the huge demand for Spanish-speaking VTubers and the large Puerto Rican demographic who enjoys Phase Connect, particularly as Puerto Ricans are based as hell, in my opinion. I fucking love Puerto Ricans. I think Puerto Ricans would make a great fit to the Sad Girl company. And when we take a look at the quality, I think, of these new 5 Phase Connect Japan girls, I think it says a lot about Phase Connect's reputation that's able to attract such talents as these 5. I think we're gonna see the start of the VTubing golden age soon, because we've kind of got like we've had a general saturation of VTubing for a little while now, but this last year it's getting even bigger. We're seeing so many corporations and so many indies debut these days, and I think that's leading to kind of a natural evolution in quality and skill from the sheer competitiveness of VTubers these days, which is a good thing. So that's probably has something to do with why Fishman's able to attract such talent now as well. It's like the barrier to entry in VTubing has gone way up. It's gone way up from how it used to be. What I find interesting about the Phase Connect Japan girls is many of them were well aware of the EN talents prior to applying. So Phase Connect is getting noticed even in Japan when it was just an English language VTubing agency. For example, You, which is the big lady here with the sexy model, the tallest one, knew about Leah, for example. She talked about Leah Senpai when she like early into her first stream, so she knew and she likes Leah. Yeah, Leah's PR, exactly. X-Factor went to Idol or Indie. Yeah, exactly. We got one half Puerto Rican and that's more than enough. I do wonder if Nyana Banyana is going to be like a Phase Invader or something. I love that banana cat. Can't go wide anymore, have to go high. Yeah, you're exactly right, Sorim. Big girl love. I do like tall women. Yeah, I do like tall women. Honestly, my ideal height for a woman is like between 5'2" and 5'7". I guess kind of being like 5'10", 5'11". I'm 5'8". I think for me, no bigger than 5'10" really is ideal. But I guess it depends on the woman. Tummy, yeah, she's got the stomach tattoo. Each talent has something fetishy about them. So you've got You is tall with a stomach tattoo. You've got Loki, who's got the leg going on and she's got the mommy ara voice. You've got Clara, who's a bunny girl, and Clara's Clara. You've got Kokoro Memory, who's a super cute, lovely idol cinnamon roll. And you've got Pico Graham, who's also an incredibly lovely, sweet cinnamon roll, but also a massive nerd who's into geology. Clara's Clara, yeah. I don't need to explain Clara, I just say Clara, and you know what I mean when I say Clara. You saw the advertisement for VTuber. Oh, hey, Lamoto. You saw the advertisement for VTuber applications for VHC. Maybe things will be heading in the direction you're suggesting, Latin American, Spanish scene, etc. I did see the advertisements. I think Fishman is basically just wants to snatch some high quality free agents who have gone indie or want to maybe leave Nijisanji recently. I do think a lot of Nijisanji VTubers want out, and some of them would be a great pickup for Phase Connect. Even some who have already left Nijisanji would be a great pick. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, we'll see how Phase Connect Japan navigates the tough waters of the JP VTubing sphere. I think if any VTuber corporation wants to break into Japan, it's probably better to do it sooner than later, because Japan has so many stable corpos already on the lower to medium size and the rising, just like Phase Connect. And obviously, as time goes on, they're going to entrench themselves more and more into the market. So with Idol, for example, now that they've kind of doubled down into the Spanish language sphere, if Idol later on wanted to break into Japan in the next year or two, they're going to be in a really shit place to do it. If you don't know, like, Japan has so many VTuber corporations and indies as well. But you've got like, what's it called? Christ. The stress of a live performance is affecting my memory again. You've obviously, other than Hololive and Niji Sanji and shit, you've got, oh my god, what's its name? It begins with a V. Guys, please help me. What's that Japanese agency that begins with a V? It's enormous in Japan. I mean, yeah, it originated from there, and they like anime way more than we do. VSPO is one of them, actually. Sorry, not that one. There's another one other than VSPO. Oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh my god, there's so many begin with a V. Yeah, there's Verse as well, who are obviously Sony. There's another one. Fuck, I'm gonna have to Google this. Hang on, give me 1 second. It's on the tip of my tongue. Is this V Rose or something? Fuck, what's it called? Not V Shoujo, no. Hang on, I'm gonna have to Google this. VTuber agencies that begin with a V Japan. Christ. It's a medium-sized corporation. Not V Formurai, not V and U. Oh no, what's it called? I don't think even it begins with a V, you know. I think oh my god, this is confusing me so much. What's it called? Neoporte, that's what I was thinking of. Why the fuck did I think Neoporte began with a V? The hell? Neoporte, you've got First Stage Production as well. Oh my god, there are. I'm looking at this list. Fucking hell, there is a lot of. There's even more than I thought. But yeah, essentially, Japan has so many up and coming VG Sanji. Yeah, but anyway, my point is, I think it's harder to break into VTubing in Japan than it is in EN. So it's risky for Fishman to go for Phase Connect in Japan. Particularly as people really settle into their preferred environments really quickly, and the longer you leave it, right, the more you'll have to do in order to tear people away from what's familiar. So it's like Phase Connect debuts in Japan. I don't really see why many Japanese people would want to go watch Phase Connect over what they've already got, particularly as there are already many incredible men hero girls in Japan. And these agencies kind of expand and grow stronger over time, assuming there's no yabs or mismanagement, right? So given the fall of Wacta and that gap and that huge demand for Spanish-speaking VTubers, you've got a lot of Puerto Ricans and Spanish people who are looking for a new home. And I think Fishman is dead set on Japan, probably because they had been planning for it directly over a year, right? Before Phase Connect Japan debuted, it'd been in like pre-production for over a year. And I think, as we can see with the Generation 1 Japan girls, like Demichi and co, you can see that it's always been on his radar to expand into Japan. So since he's already committed all his resources to Japan, I don't think Fishman can realistically, stop and react to the fall of Wacta to break into the Spanish market trends now. He needs to stick to the plan. He probably at this point, he literally can't afford to change course and hastily assemble a Spanish language, division. I think it all needs to be properly planned out and prepared to. So essentially, I think Fishman was right going to Japan. That definitely was the right play. I know a lot of people, particularly VT schizos, think Fishman anytime Sakana has an opinion, VT immediately schizo posts about how he's being retarded. But yeah, it's like he can't just drop everything that he's invested into Japan and just rush into Spanish language because it's the popular thing. He'll probably will be rewarded for sticking with Japan, but we'll see how it goes. I think what doesn't help Phase Connect Japan in particular is the EN bros kind of coming along, because you've got people like Clara, for example, And Clara's bilingual, she's cute, she's funny, she does an incredible job at engaging with the audience, whether they be English or Japan. It can be easy. I think Clara deserves a big pat on the back for what she does. Her engagement is incredible. She's proactively following every single one of her clippers, as far as I'm aware. She's regularly talking in the Discord, which is, you know, seen by her audience as like fueling the engagement. And I'm kind of worried that she'll burn herself out. So she's an all-rounder, Clara is, isn't she? She can do anything. Great V singer, great yapper with Kaching up. She's a really good talker. But again, I don't want to get into the funny numbers, but we kind of have to go into it a little bit. The problem is with Clara, with Clara's situation is that an awful lot of her fan base are essentially cannibalized from Face Connect EN. Her chat is absolutely stuffed full with people speaking English. And whilst that might be good for Clara, she needs to attract a new audience from Japan. And all these EM bros might not be a good thing. I mean, it kind of keeps them within Face Connect. Clara being as good as she is, right, which stops you from getting bored of Phase and going off to watching another VTuber corporation. Maybe you want to spend extra on merch for Clara's shit now as well, right? But yeah, in order to truly assess the success of Face Connect Japan, you have to look at how well they're attracting the Japanese audiences, right? You have to ignore the EN bros impact on their funny numbers is essentially what I'm saying. So don't look at Clara's CCV and her subs and going, wow, fucking hell, Face Connect Japan is so big, it's popping off. It's like, well, not really. Probably 90% of those guys are Face Japan EN guys anyway. Right, so yeah, it's like, here's how I don't know how many of you are genuinely like NEETs, or you've never worked in management, or you don't understand how business works. Here's the thing, right? Here's how management works. So let's say I'm Sakana, and I give my Face Connect Japan CEO or like regional manager or whatever a job, and I say to my Face Connect Japan manager, I say, look, by the end of this year, I want you to lead this branch. I want to have 100,000 new Japanese subscribers, and I want 3% of the Japanese market share, right? I want you to do that within the next year for me. And then they go off and do it. And then a year goes by, right? And we have a meeting to take a look at how much progress has been made in the last year. So we sit down, and the Face Connect Japan management like comes to me and he says, hey boss, good news. I've got, you told me to go away and get 100k new Japanese subscribers. And I've come back and I've got 200,000 new subscribers for my Japanese VTubers. And I go, oh, that's great. 200,000 new subscribers for Face Connect Japan. That's fantastic. Out of curiosity, so how many of these are new Japanese subscribers, out of curiosity? Oh, 50,000. But even though I got 50,000 Japanese subs, I've got 200,000 subscribers overall. That's good, right? That's more than a 100k that you like assigned me to go away and get for you. And I'm like, well, look, it's like, right, that's good. I'm happy that we've got 200k new subs, right, for the VTubers. But here's the thing, I expressly ordered you to get me 100k new Japanese subs, even though Face Connect Japan has all these good subs from the EM bros. You've actually failed what I've asked you to do, even though you've got a higher aggregate sub count. I need Japanese market share. I don't care about all these subscribers who are already in the Face EN sphere and already like watch EN Face Connect Japan VTubers, right? I need new people, and I need new Japanese people. So even though you've exceeded the sub count metric I've given you, you failed specifically to attract the number of Japanese people that I expected, right? That's how Fishman will assess the success of Face Connect Japan, purely on the Japanese numbers. Hey, Blue Love, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing, Blue Love? Clara and Moloko from Nijisanji are funny to me because they're legally members of one of the branch, but mainly do content for their native language. Yeah, it's really impressive, actually, how I always find it impressive to see particularly English-Japanese bilingual speakers, because Japanese is a hard language to learn. It's a really hard language to pronounce. That's okay, Lulu. No, don't worry about it. Sorry, was installing some shelves. Super late response to the market saturation. This is why I do stuff within the niche since you don't see it anyway, really. That is. You're absolutely right with what you do, Lulu. I fucking... I'm not just saying this because you're my friend, Lulu. I genuinely do objectively love your streams. And a big part of why I love your streams, other than the fact that you're just like a chill, real person, is I fucking love the games you play and like the stuff you post, Lulu. You on the one hand, you depress me because you remind me that I'm in my 30s, but at the same time, you make me feel all warm and gooey on the inside, Lulu, because it's like, yeah, I remember the 90s, and I'm like, oh, I remember that game. I remember Twisted Metal. I remember Vigilante 8. Oh, fuck, you're making me think of my childhood. It's really good. I like it. Most of Clara's subs are from the West anyway. Yeah, exactly. And because of that, you may as well basically ignore like the funny numbers that Clara gets from EN. Clara needs to attract a Japanese audience, and I think what doesn't help Face Connect Japan as well, particularly with Clara, is maybe having so many people speaking English in the chat scares off the Japanese bros. Because like, think of it this way: how many of you would be put off of Pippa if like 3/4 of Pippa's chat was speaking Russian? Right, you wouldn't feel so inclined to comment. You wouldn't feel like you're a real, like, cohesive community. There's nothing. Unfortunately, there's nothing. It's not Clara's problem, and there's nothing Clara can do about the fact that she's so popular with the English people. That's a management issue. That's Fishman's problem at the end of the day. That's his problem to fix. Clara should do what's best for her and continue doing what she's doing, right? But yeah, it's a tricky situation for Faith Connect to navigate. How do they attract the Japanese audience? How do they stop scaring them off with all the English that goes on in the chat? I think it's a problem. Yeah, this is the thing. I forget Clara's Japan sometimes because most clips I see in English. Exactly, right? So imagine you're a Japanese VTuber fan, and you're looking for clips on, oh, this new... You're like, oh, naruhodo, Face Connector-san. By the way, doing impressions of people from other countries isn't racist, by the way. Like, shut the fuck up. This isn't racist. But they're like, oh, naruhodo, Face Connector-san, Clara-san, subarashi, Clara-san, Japan desu. And then they watch like clips of Clara and it's all in English, and they go, oh, so this person speaks English all the time. I'm not going to bother watching them then because I don't understand English. Right? Clara does not do much Japan stuff out of idol stuff, doesn't she? Honestly, I need to watch more Clara. I fucking love Clara. I don't have time to watch all these VTubers, man. I do have a life, you guys, and I'm a content creator myself. And content creation takes up a fucking lot of time. It takes hundreds of hours to make these goddamn videos I make, man. Yeah, imagine because of the time zone as well, when that makes it difficult for Clara. What time does Clara stream out? And I have to catch Clara's VODs because I can't watch her live. He said in perfect English. Ooh, Cyrillic man. Hang on a sec. I need to translate this guy's name in a second. Hang on. Sorry if you've been here before, by the way. I don't recognize your name. Okay, so your name is oh fucking hell. There's some Cyrillic words in here I don't recognize. I need help. Okay, so Artem. So I'm going to assume that's Artem. I don't think it's Artom, is it? It's Artem. Your name is Artem. Actually, how would I pronounce that in Russian? That's not how you pronounce it properly in Russian. I would say your name is Artemia. You pronounce the M as like moi or something. Mia. So Artemia? Or is it just Artem? Artemia? Artemia. I don't know if T is T in Cyrillic. Artemia. I've too many Cyrillic words I don't understand. Oh, it's Artyom. It is Artyom. Artyom Tukevich. Artyom Tukevich. God, I need to spend more time on Russian. It's been a week since I've learned any Russian, guys. I'm very sorry. Artyom Tukevich. I'll get there. Artyom Tukevich. Artyom Tukevich. I don't know. Do you go? Is it a sound or is it a ch sound? I can't remember. Is it in Russian? It's a ch sound. Artyom Tukevich. Aha. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me give you the typical Russian smiley faces, as in like champ. Okay. Yeah. Oh, when I was just a quick tangent. When I was raiding into Burning Crusade back in like 2007, we had a Russian guy in our guilds, and we couldn't speak a word of English. We basically had to like ping and like give visual instructions for him so he understood. And every time like we gave orders to this guy, he'd always write this in chat. Like every time we instructed him, because he couldn't speak English, he'd always be like that. He'd always just write YSE. I think he was trying to write yes, but he would never write yes properly. He'd always write it as YSE. So we'd be like, aggro, go like sap that pack mob, and he'd be like this. He'd be like that. He'd be like, yes, okay, yes, he gets it. Okay, good. Thank you, you've been very welcome. Thank you. I am. It's a goal of mine actually as a VTuber. I want to develop a level of Russian proficiency one day where I can have a day that I just do the entire stream in Russian. It is actually a goal of mine. I'd love to have a Russian only language day stream at one point. But yeah, that's it, I think, on my kind of concerns about Clara, I guess, and FaZe Connect Japan, is I am worried about the EN bros kind of like scaring away the Japanese people. And again, it's like, yeah, FaZe Connect Japan needs to attract Japanese audiences. Otherwise, there's no point, right, in the organization, that division existing. Hey Eric, good to see you, buddy. You want to face Mexico? I mean, given how many bloody Mexicans, given how many island Mexicans, tropical Mexicans we have in the FaZe Connect community, fucking like 98% of the FaZe Connect fan base are already Puerto Ricans. We already are Mexico. FaZe Connect is Mexico already, honestly. If Lord Maulington aiming to become FaZe Russia, oh, that'd be fucking sick, you know. The thing is, the problem is, even if I were good enough as a live streamer to make it into FaZe Connect, if they ever did a male like wave, the problem is my fucking history is so controversial by this point. Like, no one would want to hire me. I don't know how many of you guys ever watched my Pippa documentary video, or how many of you remember some of the memes I put in my Pippa documentary video. But again, to out myself here, remember, I am the guy who made a meme of Niji Sanji essentially being the Twin Towers at 9/11. Like, I had a meme saying this is Niji Sanji as of October 2023, and I just had a picture of the Twin Towers before they collapsed, like after they'd been hit by both fucking planes, right? I mean, that right there is going to upset a lot of people. And then I had another meme, obviously, of Pippa, Silverveil, and Pikami, a Schindler's List meme where they had like fucking V-tweeters kneeling as they executed them, right? Fucking yeah, I don't think people would take too kindly to me joining a corporation with those kinds of memes. Oh dear, I'm gonna live to regret those memes. Actually, you know what? Let me get it open a second. Actually, let me get it open. Let me remind you of some of the memes I put in the Pippa video. Hang on, let me get this open. Pippa documentary by Lord Maulington. Let's get it open. Oh fuck! God damn it! When you type in Pippa documentary, Rima's video comes first. Bugger. My video was on top of Rima's for a while. Damn, she's beat me. Hopefully, my FaZe Connect video will beat Rima's eventual video on FaZe Connect. I want to win. I want to have one video better than fucking Rima's. I do like Rima, by the way. I like friendly competition. I don't
good faith.
I don't hate the subject of what I'm competing with.
Drama as it unfolded. You had V-tweeters acting like...
All right, here we go. Yeah, good. Perfect. Here we go. Let me get this over here a sec. I'll remind you of this meme that I made.
Pippa, Silverveil, and Pikami were essentially doing this.
Oh, hang on, let me fucking hell. What was I thinking when I did this? Christ almighty.
In good faith. If you go back and look at the drama as it unfolded, you had V-tweeters acting like Pippa, Silverveil, and Pikami were essentially doing this.
Oh, come on. Check the angle level. Maybe it's bent.
No. Oh my god.
Click, it was the angle of it's the pin.
Maybe it's the pin. Maybe the pin shaft is greasy.
What did I just say? Yeah.
Oh my god. Happy Pride Month.
I think I'm going to get in trouble for that one, but it is ridiculous, so come on. It's not the fucking same.
I'm gonna leave it,
What
'cause
do you
I
expect
like
me
this
to
next
believe
meme as
that
well.
after playing some Hogwarts Legacy, fucking Tenma Mamie has been severely radicalized to the point she's been planning to bomb Pearl Harbor again?
I fucking love this meme as well. This goes so hard.
So that's pretty much it.
Oh my god, I fucking love that so much. The fucking Temba Kamikaze meme is so good. I love that one. Oh, I'm not as funny. I'm not as funny as that anymore. I've fallen off. I'm washed up. Anyway, let me get the music back on. I really need to start doing the fucking spicy memes again. Oh dear. I've been trying to be a good boy since I'm noticed these days. But I don't know. I think I might slip back into being a bit of a dickhead again. Alright, hang on. Let me get my comments up again. Anyway, yeah, so let's move on to the next Face Connect Japan girl. So we're going to talk about ISAU. Hang on. Okay, I can't let this go yet. I'm seeing a lot of comments. Okay, hang on. Oh, dear. That was a funny joke. Double Maulington, yeah. Oh, my God. Well, technically, your grandpa did serve in the army. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Bro, my great-grandfather was at Pearl Harbor. We both laughed at that. Yeah, I would as well, honestly. Even though I served at Pearl Harbor, I'd laugh at that. You're a shadow of yourself, Brummy Maulington. You finally become a Brummy. I have fallen off. Just get the boys in Discord making jokes and you'll be back in no time. This is the thing. I'm one of those people, I need like other toxic guys to feed off of in order to reach my full funny potential. When I'm on my own, I'm not very good. I need someone like Bags, or I need some kind of based guy to be like a piece of shit with, and then I just go off the fucking rails. And I need a Tard Wrangler to rein me in. You should relax and make memes. I should. The problem is, guys, the reason why the problem is, guys, I struggle between being like a dead serious, like respectable commentary channel and just being like a shitposting, memeing, fuckstick. I keep changing my mind on how I want to make content is the problem. Canada got bombed by America and vengeance of Pearl Harbor for maybe war crimes. A good thing phase is going on in Japan, but damn, they clean house in Latin America. They would clean house in Latin America, but the thing is, I think honestly, Face Connect is already killing it in Latin America though, isn't it? So many Puerto Ricans already love Face Connect as it is. Do they even need a Spanish language branch at this point? Every fucking goddamn Spanish speaking person watches Phase anyway. I don't think they even need a branch just for the Spanish speakers. And I think most Puerto Rican people can speak English, right? I guess. I don't know how many VTuber watchers are in Spain. I think the Spanish quite like VTubing in anime, because I remember back in the old days of YouTube when they'd upload new episodes of anime, you got part 1, part 2, part 3, it'd always be subbed, like when you were waiting for new episodes and new manga, it'd always be subbed in Spanish before English, right? I mean, yeah, you could do both, I guess. Just saying, ooh, we got a Spanish speaker. ¿Por qué no los dos? I actually took, don't let it distract you from the fact that Pecora bought a fucking monkey. I actually picked up Spanish when I was at school. I actually picked it up as one of my GCSEs, but the problem is, I spent all my Spanish sessions just like fucking around and shitposting with my friends. I never actually bothered to learn any Spanish. So after all this time, the only Spanish I know is like, mi tengo fui, mi gusta, mi tengo fui Alemania. That's literally all I know after learning 3 years of Spanish. Hello, Maulington. Hello, Blacklight. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Leah is half Puerto Rican, that's correct. This is the thing. Hey, Clobbering Time, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, it's like, this is the thing though, Clobbering Time. I want to kind of have my cake and eat it. I want the documentaries to be serious, but I also want to derail them with my weird memeing shit posting. I can't decide. It's the problem. My grandpa destroyed 100 planes during World War II. He was the worst mechanic the Luftwaffe ever knew. Yeah, that's the thing. Your grandfather was not only the worst mechanic the Luftwaffe ever knew, but fucking Hermann Göring ate half the goddamn Luftwaffe, given how fucking fat the man was. To me, it feels like a lot of Latino people already are heavily into English VTubers. That is, yeah, and it's like, if they're already watching in English and they understand English, I don't understand why they have an appeal to Spanish language VTubers. I don't know if just having like the native tongue effect would like boost that profile, I guess, or anything. There's a Russian and a Korean Faith Clipper translator. But no Spanish or Portuguese one yet. Yeah, I guess the thing is, I think Faith Connect would do extremely well in Russian language areas. But I guess given the war in like Russia and Ukraine at the moment, that's not going to happen, at least for a while. But yeah, I'm surprised by how few Western VTuber agencies at least aren't trying to prepare to pander to the Russian language, you know, like sector, because again, Russians love anime and VTubing, and I don't think there's very many like Russian native VTubers, so there's like a big market there, I think, to appeal to the Russian language market. Obviously, a lot of you guys I know in this chat right now who watch me are Russian. Yeah, not much will happen before that stuff ends, unfortunately, but there's no reason why you can't prepare to eventually appeal to that market. Lord Maulington, just a little tidbit. I'm actually a fan of Flieger watches, and no, there's no political on that. There are worse things than watches. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, just because you like some of that stuff or you meme about some of that stuff doesn't mean you're a whatever, right? There's a context to it. Probably just too bad PR at the moment. Yeah, I mean, and that, and the fact that most like international payment things are, you know, like banned in like Russia at the moment. So it's really hard to extract like money from Russians if you're a Western company right now. And most Russian VTubers just stream in English. Oh, do they, Will and Wolf? Yeah, I guess they're just trying to appeal to like the Westerners, because Western is obviously the US dollar is very strong relative to the ruble, I guess. Which is a shame, really. I think you should always try to appeal. I think you should always try to mainly appeal to your native language and your native culture, and then kind of do like another language that you can speak as like a secondary thing. But I understand why they do it. I'm a hobbyist, so I don't care too much about min-maxing money, whereas I guess these people are trying to do it as a livelihood. I don't know why India failed with VTubers. Niji created an Indian VTuber agency very early, even before he ended. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that, Dragon Lord of Thunder, you know. It's a good question. I don't know why India failed with VTubers as well. You know, this is a true fact. This is true. When I was doing the research for the Prism Project video, and I was looking for like sources and research and stuff, the fucking Hindustani Times, which is like a big paper in India, a big mainstream newspaper in India, the Hindustani Times reports on VTuber news. And not only does it report on VTuber news, it uses fucking 4chan as a source. So let me say that again to you. VTubing is so significant in India, a fucking mainstream media outlet in India reports on the most random, tiniest news in VTubing and cites 4chan as a source. A mainstream Indian newspaper reported on the closure of Prism Project. So actually, yes, the Indians do fucking like anime and VTubing, believe it or not. Yeah, that Hindustan Times, Felix, exactly. That one, yes. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, okay, let's talk about ISAU. So ISAU is the big tall blue lady here, the lovely lady. So if you don't watch ISAU, I think she's really funny. She's quite quirky and she's a bit weird, as you'd expect from a Phase Connect girl. She likes making... Oh, hey, Alexis. Good to see you, buddy. You just come in and see Latinx. That's exactly the impact I want to have on you, Alexis. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, the useful channel as a source, believe it or not. But yeah, ISAU, she's really funny. She's quite quirky and weird. I've noticed you likes making a lot of strange noises, which is something I quite like doing myself, to be honest. She's a big old dork. I like you. Do we have any U fans here? Any ISAU fans who watch her? I love her. Crazy likes her here. Yeah, Niji doesn't advertise anything that wasn't JP. Niji Sanji, as I've said many times before, fucking annoys me on a personal level of how retarded they are. Again, I'll say it again, Riku, if you're watching this, I will fix Niji Sanji EM. Give me 5 million Great British pounds a year. I'll make Niji Sanji EM bigger than HoloLive. Watch me. I can do it. You is love. I know you like you, Tempest. Good old you. You has a nice model. That's a fucking sick design. I really like black and blue like design models as well. Her jelly, wow, it's incredible. It is, Cry. It's very, very good. She's very good at controlling her voice. Hey, Devil Cookie. Good to see you, buddy. I watched them, but not enough time to watch them all. There's just, I know, this is the thing, there's just way too many fucking Face Connect VTubers these days. Can't keep up with them all. Which is what makes my videos like so almost depressing and like exhausting to do. Is that every time I make a video overview on a Face Connect talent, it's I have to essentially sit down and do nothing but watch their content for like a month, right? And just watching one VTuber every day for a month is fucking murder, no matter how much I like them. That's what really kills like my motivation, is the research, unfortunately. But then once I've got like a good grasp of the VTuber and then I'm like writing down my thoughts of them, that's really fun. That's my favorite part of the videos. My least favorite part of my videos is the research, but then once I've got a good idea of the VTuber, I'm like, hell yeah, I can't wait to like write down my thoughts on what this VTuber's like and what I think's good about them. I actually still fully support Rosemi, Reimu, and Scala. I don't know much about Reimu, honestly, but I'm right with you there with Rosemi and Scala. I'm not a fan. I never really watched Scala, to be honest, but she seems like a nice lady, so I am rooting for Scala. But Rosemi is a precious cinnamon roll. She doesn't deserve all the problems she has by being in Nijisanji. I suspect she'll probably graduate soon, and maybe she'll be a phase invader. Maybe we'll find out. But I do wish the best to Rosemi. She's the only person in Nijisanji left who I still liked from like back when I used to watch Nijisanji. I have autism, so I can just watch one and be fine. Well, here's the thing. The great thing about being a Kaneko Lumi Gumi, great thing about being a Lumi stan, is that Lumi streams 7 days a week and she has a wide variety of content. So I literally could just watch no one but Lumi all my life and be happy with that. Ever since Germa kind of took a step back from streaming, Lumi's become my favorite content creator in general. I'd say that my favorite flesh tubers are Germa and Sequisha. Lumi's my Kamiyoshi, and in my order of favorite content creators, probably number 1 was Germa. Now it's Lumi. Number 2 is Sequisha, and then number 3 is the Spiffing Brit, probably, and then I'd say Temma's number 4. Lumi's my new Germa now, yeah. I mean, Lumi has a lot of similarities with Germa. Scala's one of the good ones. Yeah, she seems like it. People have nothing but good things to say about Scala, which is a good sign, right? Rosemi in the Tekken fiasco. Yeah, Christ. Speaking of invaders, opinions on potential new recruits. My money is on Abby and you. Oh my god, Aloxis, I'm a fucking idiot. I never put 2 and 2 together to think about that Abby could have been graduating from V4 Mirai purely to become a phase invader and get poached. Whoa, that you could be onto something there, you know. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Big if. Money's on Irie and Abby and Yuko. Yeah. I think Yuko would be a bad idea for Fishman to pick up personally. I think that if Fishman hired Yuko, that has the potential of being FaZe Connect's next big yab after probably the Yuri termination. I know that there's been a big yab with FaZe Connect since Yuri, which was Lumi and the Skinwalker. Wait, did Lumi Skinwalker accident happen before or after Yuri? Actually, I think Skinwalker happened before Yuri, didn't it? So yeah, I think hiring Yuko would potentially be the next big yab of FaZe Connect that we haven't seen since Yuri, personally. I don't think she would be a good hire because of the controversy and drama around like her membership content, right? I don't know if you guys know much about that stuff, but it would be a stupid idea in my opinion, and it would potentially break the symbiotic relationship between the FaZe Connect community and the FaZe Connect fandom. You haven't heard of the Skinwalker incident? So what that one is, Aloxis, is around about a year and 3 months ago. Lumi upsets me sometimes. Lumi generally does concern me. Because the thing is about Lumi, right? If we talk about the real human being behind Kaneko Lumi, she's incredibly fucking smart and sharp. She genuinely is. Lumi is genuinely a very intelligent woman. But she confuses me sometimes because she has these brainworm moments where she's being fucking ridiculously retarded. Like, I don't understand why she thinks she does some stuff, and I think, why the fuck did you think that would be a good idea, Lumi? Please explain that one to the class. So, what Lumi did is she revealed to everyone on stream that she had access to the files of all her ex-Cyberlife colleagues, like their VTuber files. She could be any Cyberlife VTuber that she wanted to be. And she thought it would be fun, and not just Cyberlife as well, but also Face Connect as well. She had access to Aruka's model. And she got it out on the stream, and she started like doing role-playing and like fucking about as a character whilst using the model of a VTuber who works for a different VTuber corporation. And it's like, Lumi, what in the ever-loving fuck are you doing? Why do you think this is a good idea? That's is it what? What? She's got the fucking model of Umiya Emma, the Umiya Emma from Prison Project and independent Umiya Emma, and she's fucking doing VTubing skits with her model, and it's like, Lumi, that's copyrighted material, you dumb bitch. You're doing a monetized stream with another fucking VTuber's model. What are you doing? Stop, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? Why do you think that would be a good idea? So obviously, what happened is that the ex-Cyberlife talents found out that Lumi was using their models and using them for paid content streams with the Face Connect Corporation. So they all wrote a very, very angry letter to Fishman, quite rightfully, asking him if he can fucking get Lumi to stop appropriating their image and their files. And I guess behind the scenes, Fishman gave her a slap on the wrist and told her to cut that shit out. And obviously we haven't seen that since. And this is the other thing about Lumi, right, that really fucking like makes me laugh. But a big part of Lumi's lore, which I find absolutely hysterical and what really makes me love her, is that Lumi genuinely does sometimes really dodgy, like cancelable shit. And she constantly gets away with it. She constantly flies under the radar. She says racial slurs. She refers to Chinese people as Ching Chongers. She makes cancelable statements about women. She says all sorts of really base, like edgy, twisted shit. She says it live on stream in fucking presence of everyone. She does this skinwalker shit. And people forget about it in like 5 minutes, or they just completely like, I don't know, they just don't process what she's doing or saying for some reason. And it always makes me fucking laugh that she just gets away with doing all the... If Face Connect is going to get in serious trouble one of these days, it's not going to come from Pippa, it's not going to come from Tenma, it's Lumi who's going to get Face Connect in a lot of trouble. Face Connect's next big yab is coming from Kaneko Lumi, not Pippa or Tenma. Trust me on that one, Lumi's going to cause the problem. But she keeps getting away with it, probably because no one watches her. As we all know, no one actually watches Lumi. Lumi's a freeview. There's only 3 people in the world who watch Lumi, and Lumi is 2 of them. I'm the only other person who watches Lumi, right? That's how it is. Hang on, let me get caught up with chat a sec. If it was only Face Connect, it'd be fine. Yeah, exactly, Augusto. If it's just her fellow colleagues' models, then it'd be like, yeah, whatever. But she's fucking using other people's copyrighted shit for content. It's like, what the fuck, man? Fucking idiot. But then again, I dig it. I do dig it, because that's the kind of shit I would do. Lumi is another person who kind of pushes the boundaries of what is and what isn't acceptable in order to, you know, entertain an audience, right? And even if she is being naughty, I do respect her bravery in trying to, you know, push that shit. We need more VTubers who are willing to push the boundaries of what is acceptable and not in content. Lumi has made Sakana lose so much hair at this point, surely. Yeah, I imagine she has. He's probably used to it at this point now. Actually, to be fair, as Lumi has said herself, Sakana doesn't really watch Lumi anyway, so Sakana has no fucking idea what Lumi's up to. Yes, Lumi does have a lot more freedom compared to the other talents. It might be due to her different contract as a phase invader. I don't know whether she negotiated something different or if that is the case, right? Obviously, Lumi has her own Discord and does whatever the fuck she wants in it. Despite being a Gumi for 3 years now, I have never once ever been on the Lumi Cord. I have no idea what the fuck goes on in there, and I don't want to, quite frankly. I'm scared of seeing what is on the Lumi Cords. I'm just the Face Connect Discord is enough aids for me, personally. Anyway, that's you. I say you. So next up, we've got Loki Kanagi. Or Kanagi Loki, I guess is the way you say it. So Loki is really fucking cool. She's got a nice voice and she's an incredible V singer. I really like Loki singing. She's a mood. What do you guys think about Loki? Oh, here we go. Aloxis, I love Loki. Hell yeah. Loki, some of my goddess. Oh my god, yeah. People really like Loki. The people who like Loki really like Loki. Out of curiosity, what do you guys like about Loki so much? The model is nice, Soren. Loki Sama the Queen. Is it the voice? Is it the ara ara mummy voice she has? Is it a sexy voice? Is that what gets people going? The snake is cool. The snake is cool. I agree. Can you imagine that interacting with other Goomies? Here's the thing, Clobbering Time, alright? I might get in a lot of trouble for saying this. I might upset some people. I don't like the Lumi Goomies that much, honestly, if I'm being honest. I don't really like Lumi's community that much, despite technically being a Goomy. I mean, I know some of you guys in here are Lumi Goomies. I like you guys fine. But as I said in the Lumi video, I think the Goomies do annoy me sometimes with... I think the Goomies sometimes suffer from chronic Redditor syndrome, where they are trying way too fucking hard to, like... They beat the Lumi being an idiot meme to fucking death, and it really annoys me. It really gets on my nerves sometimes. And they also like some people genuinely do try to groom Lumi, and you get some people who like think every single rhetorical question that comes out of Lumi's mouth requires them to give her like a War and Peace breakdown. So Lumi can be playing some kind of sci-fi game. She sees a green tube and she goes, "Ooh, what's that?" And then she continues on doing whatever. And then what will happen is about 6 or 7 Goomies will write like a 1,000-word essay on what that shit is. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, will you guys please shut up? It's a rhetorical question. I mean, Lumi herself doesn't mind, right? And the Goomies themselves, like all the, the fucking yabbering and the yammering that happens in the chat, it just gets on my nerves personally. I'm not a fan of it. That's really, again, a really mean, rude thing for me to say, but that's just my opinion personally. The Goomies do annoy me sometimes. Yeah, this is the thing. It's not just about chat missing jokes. The problem is that they try to turn everything into a joke. So it's like, when Lumi's trying to be serious, people are being like, Lumi, burger woman, eat the burger woman. It's like, oh my god, please let Lumi be serious for once. I'm actually interested in hearing what she wants to say. Clicks just to say based. So again, this makes me so happy. This makes me so happy to see so many other old school Goomies like in my chat here who kind of I don't want to appear like I'm gatekeeping, right? As I said, I'm happy for those guys to just do what they want. Lumi doesn't mind. Lumi's happy. They're happy doing what they want. I don't want to start drama. I don't want to gatekeep. I'm just saying, as an old school Goomy, I think some of the new Goomies that have come along do get on my nerves a bit, right? That just happens with any communities. But here's the thing. As much as I say they might annoy me, I'm someone who doesn't really comment in other people's, like, other VTuber streams. So I'm not really helping Lumi myself either. Goodbye, hey. Thank you. Right, so it's like, yeah, it's better to be annoying but posting in a VTuber's chat than just being silent and posting nothing. Hey, Meaty Man. Yeah, it's working. I'm getting all the Latin American people to fucking out themselves here with this comment. I remember when I realised Lumi isn't stupid, it was kind of weird to her. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm losing your comment there. I'm Criver, sorry. I remember when I realised Lumi isn't stupid, it was kind of weird to her, someone I thought was brain nut, give rather smart, proper personal finances. Yeah, this is the thing. It's something I mentioned in the Lumi video, right? It's like a lot of people genuinely do think Lumi's stupid, and she really isn't. She's really fucking intelligent, right? I think what Lumi has, what impresses me most about Lumi, right, is her ability to manipulate people into thinking exactly what she wants them to think. So what the average Lumi stream is like is she's driving the car of the stream, and she puts chat in her lap, and sometimes what Lumi does is she lets chat think that they've got the steering wheel and that they're steering the car. But all the time, Lumi's the one with her hands on the steering wheel. Lumi's the one with her tired hands wrapped around the steering wheel, and she's got everyone, like wrapped around her finger. She's the one who's she gives everyone the illusion that they're in control of the stream and that they've got one up on her, but all the time she's 2 steps ahead. You can see her little brain whirring sometimes, where she says something, right? She says something that sounds stupid. She just misspoke, and then she goes to correct herself, and then chat jumps on the opportunity to like mock her for saying something idiotic. And you see this light bulb moment in her eyes where she realizes, oh shit, actually, I can milk the ever-loving fuck out of this misinterpretation for engagement, and then bam. You get the white woman doing a yabbering, right? It really does impress me how quick Luby is. Anyway, this isn't a fucking stream about how fucking smart Luby is. Let's get on with Fifth Connect Japan. I gush about Luby enough, but again, she genuinely does impress me. I do think Luby's a bloody good VTuber. She's really smart. Anyway, yeah, I was saying, what do you guys like Loki then? So what is it about Loki that you guys like? Hey, J-Red, good to see you, buddy. Lumi's a lot smarter than people give her credit for. That being said, she's still our favourite tard. Hell yeah. State of face connected, noted. She's kind of Asmongold in that way, where she plays dumb to farm chat as interactions. Yeah, that's a good point, Com. That's very true. She's a master of controlling the crowd. Yeah, I never thought Lumi was stupid either, Mealy Man. It always was obviously a bit with me. But then I guess I had the advantage of watching Lumi back when she was like really super shy in a new debut. And when she first started VTubing, guys, like seriously, Lumi was a... Actually, rather than tell you, how about I get a clip open? Hang on. Let me show you guys exactly what Lumi was like when she debuted. Okay. Let's get Lumi's debut up. I just want to show you what she was like when she first started streaming, because it's really, you'll be really shocked to see how much she's changed. Hang on, let me turn the music off. Where is she? Here it is. Oh my god, like fate. I managed to find it immediately as well. Okay, here we go. This was before she even had a 3D model, by the way. This is her original 2D model.
Hello. Intro was lovely. It was made by the very incredible Vinji, who's in the chat right now.
Who's this?
I have his Twitter later in my slides.
Is this my Lumi Kaneko?
Big shout out to Vinji. Thank you so much. You did an amazing job. I want to watch it forever. I'm just gonna play my intro for an hour and not debut.
Look at that laugh. No squeaks. Where are the squeaks? Where's the cha. Look at this. Who's this person?
Well, hello. Hi. Thank you, Pandora. I have a lot to talk about.
Oh, do you, Lumi? Okay.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we're just gonna move on into slides.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Wait. Yeah.
There's no time to waste.
Okay, good.
Light speed.
Oh, bless her. Isn't she adorable? And now look at her. Look at her. She's grown so much. What happened? Exactly. What happened? God bless her. Oh, isn't she adorable? Old 2021 Luby. Chat. This is pre-phased in Isbo, yeah. That's CyberLife debut Luby. That's the lemon woman I grew up with. The model's okay, the voice is weird. What do you mean? That's a normal voice? No, it's not a normal voice, I guess. You can hear a regular voice through that, right? But yeah. Rip CyberLife, hell yeah, / Rip CyberLife. I liked Pandora, Yuri, and Lumi from CyberLife personally. She sounds so innocent. What happened? She joined Faith Connect. Obviously, she continuously like changed her character in order to obviously build an audience, right? Lumi has always been a very hard worker, and she's always been very determined and creative in becoming a successful content creator. I think for the people who don't like Lumi, I don't think anyone, even Lumi's haters, can deny the fact that the woman is really fucking motivated and determined to become a very successful content creator. She will do anything. She will experiment with anything. She will try her hand at anything in order to make it, which I think is quite impressive, right? She can draw, she can sing, she can role play, she can voice actress. You know, Lumi can do literally anything, right? Anyway. Coco in memory. So let's talk about Coco in memory for a second. So Coco is the little pink head VTuber here. If you didn't know Coco. So Coco is super cute. She's like another NASA kind of person. She's doing Duolingo streams at the moment to develop some solid bilingual skills. So she's trying to she's trying to improve her English language ability so she can be another bilingual streamer. Unfortunately, Coco isn't one of those VTubers that I tend to particularly like because she's a very, well, I mean, for one thing, she's a Japanese only speaker, which makes it hard for people like us to like her, right? But she's a super duper cute idol type VTuber. So if you like NASA, you'll probably quite like Kokoro as well if you don't watch her already. I believe Animal Friend Part 2 translates clips of Kokoro when he can, but unfortunately Animal Friend Part 2 is just one man and he can't keep up with all the content that obviously the Japanese speakers produce, right? Everyone in JP is trying to be Eigo Josie. Memory is very polite. She is. She's very Japanese. I guess is what you say. She's just very Japanese. I should really give her a chance. Yeah, Cross. I mean, if you like nothing, Cross, you'll like Kokoro as well. Kokoro is lovely. She really needs to learn English badly due to some of her content. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Hoppy. I think if she could speak English, I think people would be very interested in like some of her Zatsudan streams and some of the stuff she gets up to because she is adorable. Yeah, translation takes so much time. I can imagine backslash. I don't know. Maybe you should ask Fishman backslash if he'd be willing to take you on as a translator and pay you a salary. Pay you a salary. Help promote Phase Japan to the EN sphere. You think Fishman keeps an eye on JP? I don't think Fishman keeps an eye on the. I think Fishman probably spends a lot of time speaking to the managers of Japan rather than going to the talents directly. But I think Phase Connect and I think just generally the way Sakana operates, Phase Connect isn't big enough yet, isn't big and busy enough yet, I think, for Sakana to not be able to once in a while like just have a one-on-one chat with some of the talents. And I think that I actually lost my train of thought where I was going with that. Yeah, I think that probably he speaks through the Phase Connect Japan managers for the most part. I know he has a lot of back and forth with Clara. He probably just like talks to the Phase Connect Japan managers just to ask how things are going, how the talents are, and like he'll just pop in and say hello with people. He's about to have like over 30 talents, so I imagine he's reaching the point now where he won't even be able to like just have a little chat, a one-on-one chat with them anymore. But he seems to be the kind of CEO, the kind of manager where he does like to personally get involved with some of the talent like stuff. I mean, as we all know, right, in year one, like Pippa and Cove, Generation 1, felt that Sakana gave them working conditions and was like so, I guess, aloof and uncaring of their issues that they wanted to, you know, basically mutiny and walk out because they found him to be like generally like a very rude guy. I think Sakana's probably like improved his communication skills and like his empathy of his talents over time, but I still get the distinct impression the guy is like a typical male manager that when women, you know, go to him like talking about how they're not feeling so good and, you know, Tommy Haw and brainworms, he's just like, yeah, okay, fucking deal with it and start streaming, right? He's one of those kinds of managers, and I do sympathize with Fishman's kind of attitude with that. When I was a brand new leader, when I first left university, right, and I was leading people, I started off as, when I was a young snot, I was a very compassionate leader. I always really genuinely cared about the well-being of my of the people under me and wanted to make sure that they were happy and confident in what they're doing. Unfortunately, about 8 years later now, I myself have become a bit of a fucking like uncaring dickhead, just because I'm just fed up with dealing. I've just managed too many women in my life who really are just genuinely like quite weak and schizo, and you just get fed up with people like having like you get fed up with people having inconsolable meltdowns because someone spoke to them in a rude way. That like kills your enthusiasm for caring about women's problems, honestly. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, I swear to God, right? This one time, I was having a problem with one of my colleagues under me, was like basically talking instead of working all the time, like it was fucking high school. So what I did is I literally moved them, right? I said, you can't sit next to this person anymore. I'm going to move you to a different part of the office. Right, like it's fucking school. You can't sit next to your best friend anymore. And this woman I told to move was about 46. She had 2 children. A 46-year-old woman with 2 children. And when I told her she can't sit next to her best friend at school anymore, you know, at work, she broke down in tears and was inconsolable with grief for about 30 minutes. So I sat down with her. I tried to, like, I did try to be nice and empathetic, and I'd like stroke her ego a little bit and be like, oh, there, my sweetheart. Yeah, even though I wanted to fucking strangle her having a meltdown over something as stupid as this. In the end, I had to get one of the female managers to fucking get her back to work. But after dealing with a lot of shit like that, you do generally just you reach the point where you do just get fucking sick to death of women's shit, and you just stop caring when they come to you and they say, I'm not feeling so well mentally. You're like, oh my god, what is it now? Please, can't you just fucking get on with it, please? But anyway, we're getting on a tangent. Thank you very much for the 20 Mexican dollars, Reed Shady, my friend. Thank you very much. Bloody hell, you gave me a lot of Mexican dollars last time. You signed your dead waiver, the cartel never forget. I hold people to the standards I live by. Yeah. The woman coffee emotes. As someone who's been the only male in the office, I feel like Maulington. Yeah, I've been the only male in the office before, J-Red. It's not fun. Especially when you're not only are you the only male in the office, I'm the only male manager in that office as well, as a problem. Yeah, I'm a specialist now. I'm not a manager, and I'm not an engineering manager anymore. I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. I'm more of a senior, I guess. But the thing is, when you're a senior, you kind of like, you become like an unpaid manager at times to deal with like the juniors and the guys who are learning the job. And yeah, I don't regret like having to. I don't miss having to teach like new people how to fucking, you know, like function in a job. Are you guys hiring? What, you mean me? Are we hiring? Not yet. We will be in a couple months. Problem is, engineering wages in the UK are shit, by the way. There's literally no point being an engineer in the UK. If you want to be an engineer in the UK, you'll start off at about £30,000 a year, which is probably about US $36,000. Or you could do software engineering in the UK instead and make a salary of about £80,000 to £150,000, which is about like up to $180,000 US. Yeah, guys. I have a master's degree in real engineering. I'm an electrical engineer's master's, right? I'm a chartered engineer. I make I don't care. I make 55,000 Great British pounds a year. Granted, I don't live in London, right? So I don't get the bonus. I don't get the London privilege, right? So £55,000, that's about $60,000 for someone with 8 years of engineering experience and with a master's degree, a chartered engineer and a senior. If I were a junior in software engineering and I was like, I don't know, if I did front end or back end, I would probably be on about 100k. So it's like, don't fucking waste your time doing real engineering in the UK. You get fucked so bad. Just do software engineering. And then people wonder why we need to import Indians to become engineers. And it's like, well, it's because you pay new graduates $36,000 a year for the first 4 years of their career as an engineer, whereas the US is offering these guys like 180k. It's like, yeah, why the fuck do you think all our best and brightest are going to America and Australia? Dumbasses. But it's like, no, we just need to, just, people don't want to work. We don't have enough qualified people. Let's import the third world. In Russia, engineers get shit pay as well. Yeah, still 50k for an engineer. I know, it's fucking a nightmare. It pisses me off. Should have just done software engineering, honestly. So finally, the last Phase Connect VTuber in Japan we've got Gran Pico, which is a bit of a Pico, Gran Pico. Bit of a weird name. It sounds like a breakfast cereal, honestly, Gran Pico. So Pico is an energetic dog with a wide variety of interests, which ranges from geology, which is a new one. I don't think I've ever seen a VTuber interested in geology before. And she really likes idols as well. She's really big into idol culture, is Pico. So she's a very analytical person. She's another very smart cookie, is Pico. And she dives deeply into anything she cares about. So kind of like Leah, she gets really obsessed with the stuff she does like, which is very cute. She's very, very cute. Pico's mic, I don't know if you guys who watch Pico agree, her mic is a little bit scuffed. I don't know if it's just me. She's got a bit of a ventriloquist mic effect going on, which is really distracting. She should fix her audio. I think that it is a bit bad, but otherwise I do find her interesting. Oh my god, you're really interested in the fucking engineering conversation, aren't you now? Hang on, let's have a look at this. Yeah, I mean, again, we're trying to talk about Face Connect, and now we're talking about immigration because I can't keep my goddamn mouth shut. Well, that bad. Yes, Vito, it is that bad. Yeah, I do understand it personally. Look, I know I'm biased because I am an engineer. But engineering, real engineering is a million times harder than fucking software engineering or like programming and shit or cybersecurity. I understand that difficulty does not translate to wages, right? Because the value of a software engineer for like Apple or Google is worth far more than the value I provide as an automation engineer. Like, even though I'm an electrical engineer by education, I'm an automation engineer by trades, right? So I understand that software developers offer more to a company than I do, but still, it's like, well, if I can get more money, if I can get like 5 to 6 times the pay doing an easy degree, why the fuck would I waste my time doing engineering? What's the point, right? It's like, as much as I love engineering, as much as I enjoy problem solving, you know what? I love money a lot more than I enjoy problem solving. Do you know what I mean? 55k for an engineer? Jesus, here in Switzerland, I get 65k as a mechanic. Yeah, this is the thing, Vega. I have 8 years of work experience as well. I'm a senior. If I worked in London, I'd probably get a bit more. I'd get about 90,000 in London, but then, given the living expenses in London, in real terms, it'd probably be about a 10% pay rise, really. Electrical engineering is more difficult than software. Yeah, it is. It's a lot more. Electrical engineering has one of the fucking highest attrition rates of any degree out there, right? Oh yeah, Mealy Man, you're a software engineer by trade, aren't you, Mealy Man? Actually, yeah, I remember I've gone through your channel and I've watched some of your videos, Mealy Man. How is the coding going, my man? Do you know Rust, Mealy Man? Are you a Rust guy? Oh, you're a software dev. Okay. Do you know Rust? I started learning Rust actually as a meme. Yeah, so the thing is, as part of automation engineering, you do have to learn how to code. So I know Python. I quote unquote know Java as well, but that's just like as a hobby, JavaScript. But I mainly just know Python. And I'm learning Rust as well for the meme, because I know it's a big meme in software development to learn that people learn Rust. So I thought, hell, fuck it, why not? I've got this big book on Rust. I kind of know Rust, but not really well. I do enjoy it more than C++. Yeah, my cousin has a master's degree in computer science. He did his dissertation in C++, and when he showed me it, I was like, I don't fucking understand any of this. C++ looks shit. I don't like that language. Imagine how I feel at 30 plus years at 42k. Fucking hell. God, I think I should do a stream someday where we just lament the state of wages in STEM these days, right? We'll do a stream, we'll whine about immigrants and we'll whine about salaries. I'm gonna whine about the WEF, that sounds fun, eh? Yeah. Do you wear the programmer socks, Media Man? Be honest with us. Do you wear programmer socks? Oh, a fellow electrical engineer. I'm an EE, and it's hard to resist weighing in on the engineer tangent. Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I'm the way I am, Ferguson. I didn't used to be like this tangent yapping menace. It's just that after so many years, right, of being an engineer, and you try to explain, right, to the majors in business administration, the project managers, the bean counters, you try to explain to them what you're doing and why, and it just goes right through them. They don't understand a fucking word you're saying. So because I'm used to trying to explain things technically and succinctly to fucking idiots who do liberal art degrees, and they don't understand what I'm saying, I just automatically default to spending like 1,000 words in 10 minutes explaining something I could probably do in 10 seconds, because I'm just used to people not understanding a fucking word I'm saying, right? I don't wear programmer socks in real life. Okay, so you're not a femboy. Yes, that's well said, Root Shady. Kaneko Lumi levels of YAP are the side effects of becoming an engineer that deals with administrative types. That's exactly it. See, again, you've been able to say in like 2 seconds what I spent a fucking about 2 minutes trying to explain, right? I'm pretty sure kind of the suppressed engineer is about half of all VTuber fans. This seems to be the case. A lot of anime and VTubing is really popular with engineering sorts and STEM sorts, isn't it? Yeah, liberal arts. I mean, the thing is, I mock liberal arts people. I actually have a bachelor's in a liberal arts degree. I don't understand the difference between humanities and liberal arts. Despite being a master's of engineering, I have a bachelor's in I actually have a bachelor's in military history and international relations. So I did start off as a humanities liberal arts major, but like bachelor's major. Oh, your model has programmer socks. You know what? I've got some AI art that was done of this model that's got the programmer socks. It's the same in the mechanical field. Yeah, hell yeah, buddy. Man, I'm supposed to be a code monkey, but my imposter syndrome doesn't let me do shit, and I became an accountant assistant. Oh my god, the fucking imposter syndrome, really. Oh my, guys, we're gonna have to go on a tangent about engineering life here, okay? I've got so many of my fellow engineers here. I just want to give you all a big fucking kiss on the lips and give you a hug. The imposter syndrome. I am still, after 8 years, I am still not over imposter syndrome, guys. I still think I am a useless fucking retard who can't do anything right. It just seems like everyone out there I meet, even the juniors, seem to be better at mathematics than I am. They seem to have better ideas than I do. They haven't had the soul drained from them from years of engineering. Oh my god, the worst thing about being an engineer, particularly an electrical engineer, is that you never ever get off. You never stop learning. You never get over the imposter syndrome. You never stop hating yourself, and it's awful. It's awful, man. I go into work every day and I think I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve to take a salary. I can't get over it. It's so bad. But then I do it anyway because I love solving problems. That's why I'm an engineer. Problem solving is fun. Pip led me to Uwu and his crazy lab streams on Twitch. Oh, who's Uwu? I don't know who that is. Ain't humanities just reading and writing good? Yeah, I guess that's technically right, clobbering time. Despite doing humanities bachelors, I can't read or write good anyway. Everybody strap on, we're going for a ride, hell yeah. Everyone else is stupid. I have bad imposter syndrome. Yeah, it's a common thing. I think imposter syndrome is common among people who are quite this is fucking self, like this is what's the words, like this is sucking your own dick here, right? But I mean like imposter syndrome, I think it's a mark of someone who's quite intelligent, because it's what it essentially means is if you have imposter syndrome, it means you're smart enough to recognize that you are in the grand scheme of things a fucking idiot and have a lot to learn, and you aren't as good as you think you are. And it's a curse, because like imposter syndrome can potentially like prevent people from really achieving maybe everything they possibly could in life because they doubt themselves. Whereas people who would tend to be like fucking morons and who don't realize how like limited and dumb they are tend to do well. I mean, they can do extremely well in life because they don't have that miserable negative Nancy at the back of their head telling them that they can't do that thing or that they're not good enough, right? That's why you see like these big multi-billionaire businessmen. I mean, a lot of them have just inherited the wealth, but some self-made billionaires are like actually like complete fucking useless morons, but they're just like too stupid to realize how limited they are, and their confidence and like just their pure hunger to achieve in life is what gets them to the top. Whereas those of us engineering types, we tend to recognize our own faults, and we're a bit too harsh on ourselves, I think. Limiter removed, yeah. Can't have a limiter if you don't know what the fuck that word means, right? Uwo Slab. Oh, I've never heard of Uwo Slab before. I have to check him out after the stream. What time is it? Oh, good. Yeah, we're about to hit the 3 hour mark. So yeah, that's just about actually nearly time to end the stream. Anyway, perfect. Yeah, we haven't gone for too long. He made a taser. Oh, fucking hell. No, that is based. Yeah. Oh my god, I want a taser. Are we allowed to own tasers in the UK? I don't know. Hang on, let me Google this. I imagine we're not allowed to own tasers because you can't even own fucking pepper spray in the UK. In the UK, we're so pussy whipped. Fucking pepper spray as a self-defense weapon is outlawed as a dangerous weapon. Are you allowed a taser in the UK? Stun guns are prohibited. Weapons, of course they are. and it's offense to possess them. A stun gun is a weapon that discharges a large voltage of no, it doesn't. A large voltage of electricity into its target, rendering them incapable of movement for a short time and are very dangerous. No, they're not. It's illegal to import or mail them to this country, and the penalties will apply. Thank you, West Yorkshire Police. Very cool. What are the penalties that will apply? If you are found in possession of a stun gun, you could face up to 10 years imprisonment. You get less time for rape, by the way. So if you're found in possession of a stun gun, you could face up to 10 years imprisonment and or a fine. In order to possess, purchase or acquire or manufacture or sell or transfer such weapons, you must have authority from the Secretary of State. Okay, so you can own a stun gun in the UK. You just need a license from the Secretary of State. Great. Of course you need a license. Keep them peeled. Registered rolling pins. You know, people who like carry, like tree surgeons, people who have to carry chainsaws to cut down trees get arrested for carrying their fucking chainsaws around like on streets in like their little chainsaw holster. Because people in this country are so like, some people in this country are so fucking like mind fucked from American TV and, you know, like MSNBC and fucking like media like that. They think they have it into their head that an offensive weapon just has a mind of its own. And if you have people who are like holding chainsaws, even if they're like turned off and holstered, or they think like firearms have a life of their own and that they just go around like shooting up schools on their own. It's like, no, you fucking idiot. Like an AR-15 doesn't go around shooting people. Like mentally unwell dickheads who have probably acquired that firearm illegally go around shooting up schools. Like fucking get a grip of yourself, man. But anyway, I'm losing my restraints. I'm going full based. I should probably stop now and start to end the stream. Oh, thank you for tagging me in the Twitter for the overslab thing, Reva. I'm going to check that out. Oh, a SIG 550. You know, I think the SIG 550 is it a carbine or is it a rifle? The SIG 550. That's a sexy carbine, the SIG 550. I quite like that thing. Looks cool. I've never been shot. Good. Stopping now when you're peak. I mean, I could keep going. Now that the Facebook stuff is open, we can talk about some news, I guess, or we could talk about, I don't know, guns and shit. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to keep the stream going for another hour or something? What's anything you guys want to have a discussion about? Or do you want to end the stream here? I don't know. Hell yeah. Tangent's way harder than Irie Cheesecake. I do tangent harder than favorite gun. My favorite pistol is the Browning High Power. My favorite rifle is the Knight's Armament SR-15. After I watched the Garand Fun video on the SR-15 and I was like, fuck me, I want this rifle so bad. I'll be willing to do anything to become an American and own one of these bad boys, goddamn. My favorite SMG is the MP5, of course. My favorite DMR is probably the M14. My favorite sniper rifle is the British ASW, you know, the Arctic sniper rifle. The AL96AA, the AL96A11 something. That's pretty cool. I like that. My favorite shotgun is probably the Benelli M4 or the Remington. Hang on, what's it called? I get it confused. The Remington A70 is my favorite. Shotgun. It's my favorite pump action shotgun. Dang, Browning, you know stuff from me. I fucking love Browning's weapons. Browning knows how to make a good pistol. They know how to make it a good. They know how to make a good 30 cal. Watches. I don't know anything about watches. I don't own a watch. I use my phone as a watch, basically. I feel like American media has been a disaster for the wider world. It has. Meaning, man, the UK is basically a US vassal state. All your news is our news, and we import all your cultural problems, but we don't have, excuse me, the checks and balances socially that you guys have in the United States. So we import like Black Lives Matter and fucking like your social justice issues here in the UK, but we don't like have any based southern gigachads to push back against this retardation. Like people like George Floyd, you know, die in the United States, and then people in the UK are on the streets protesting, and it's like, why the fuck are you protesting a death of an American in the UK, you fucking dumbass? What do you expect the British government to do? Fucking nuke America because of alleged police brutality? Like, get a grip of yourselves. Fucking hell. Felons don't concern themselves with gun laws because they are already felons. Exactly. Controlling the law-abiding public is pointless. Controlling hardened criminals. Yeah. Guns? Did you say the AK-50? AK-50. I have not. Let's have a look at this. AK-50. Yeah, see, this is the shit I'm talking about, right? After talking about this stuff, I am not corporate VTuber material. Reacts to Uwe Slab's Nerf Taser. Okay, yeah, I'll link it in the comments as well. Let's go. Let's be a fucking shit ass reaction stream, right? Uwe Slab Taser. Let's turn the music off so we can watch some of this shit. Okay. Let's find Uwe Lab. Oh, it's Uwe Lab, not Uwe Slab. Uwe Lab Taser. Uwe Lab Taser. I don't see it. Can you link it in the chat? I don't know if I've got links turned off in the chat. I can't see a video of his where he's talking about the taser. Yeah, P90 is a bullpup. The 870 is a good shotty. Oh, good. I've never fired one before, but it looks nice. My choice of good my choice of good firearms is based on how cool they look, basically. Accuracy International, yeah, that's it. Jagalord of Thunder, sexy rifle, very good rifle. I love the MP5K with the dingus and shoulder holster. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the MP5K. That's too. We're going too small in that case, I think. I'll just do our trade blockade in the Royal Navy. Yeah, I'd love to see that on the CBD, man. I mean, I'd be very curious to see that. You have my support. I'll try to report on their movements for you. Right, I'll try to give you the intel. His VODs channel is super behind. Okay. Yeah, I can't see anything of his about tasers and stuff. If you tangent enough, you are VTuber. Thoughts on the M1911? Oh god, hang on a minute. Felix, I know what that is, but I've forgotten temporarily. Let me Google it again a second. Is that the? Yeah, I saw your tweet, Felix, about that. I'm not a fan of the Colt 45, honestly, or M1911 of 1911. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I think it's a. The Colt is an American thing, right? I much prefer the Browning. The Browning is the British man's pistol of choice. The SAS and our like police and security forces like had a love affair of the Browning back in the day. So yeah, Browning is the pistol of England. Whereas I know you guys have a very close relationship with the 1911, right? I could do a stream with him. I'm always up for collaborating with literally anyone, honestly. If anyone, if there are any VTubers here in the comment section want to do like a collab about anything, we can talk about anything, play about anything. Yeah, fucking hit me up. I'm always up for collabing as long as I'm in my like rest period between videos. When I'm working on a video, I'm not in the mood to stream or like collab with people because I'm like working really hard on getting the video out, so I get quite tired. And when I'm like really focused on something, I go from being the very friendly, jovial self I normally am, and then I become quite miserable and quite hostile. Unfortunately, I try to behave myself, but sometimes when I'm like, you know how it is. You're like really deep in a project, and you're exhausted, and it's like you're just not in the mood to like give people the time of day sometimes, right? My fellow engineers can appreciate that. My fellow engineers can appreciate you're working on a project. It's really difficult. You're thinking really hard, and then like the stupid fucking project manager comes over. And God bless her, she's like 22. She's just graduated from university, and she spends 30 minutes interrupting you with a conversation that could take 2 minutes. She's talking about her fucking dog and her cats, and it's like, bitch, what do you want? Like, I don't fucking want to be your friend. I'm trying to get this project done. It has to be done by next week. The boss has got his foot up my ass. I don't know if I'm going to get it working on time. I don't want to work late. What do you want? Just fucking spit it out. I don't care. No, I'm not content to just sit here whilst you go browsing through your fucking laptop and try to find the fucking tangent that you want to talk about. Come to me, look, fuck off, right? And come back again when you remember what it is you want to talk about, all right? Stop fucking... leave me alone, shut up. That's the engineering life right there, boys. I don't care about your hydro flask and latte. Yeah, I would love to do a collab. Yeah, hell yeah, Mealy man. We could do a collab whenever whenever. Yeah, I'm happy to like talk about it in DMs on Twitter or whatever later if you want to get a collab sorted out, as with a friend on Discord or something. I like that to work with everyone, women in STEM. This is the thing though, Dan. I mean, as I said, like, look, okay, I don't want to come across as wrong here. I don't want to come across as like a genuine misogynist. I do work with female engineers who are better than me at like fucking everything, right? I do work with some very smart women. It's just that sometimes there's like woman behavior in the workplace that is strictly woman behavior, and it really annoys me. And it's mainly from people who work in project management is the big problem. I have a female project manager at my work. I have a male project manager. And the big difference between the men and the women is that whenever the male project managers come over to bother me, they come over with like a fucking like clipboard. They've got their pen. They've got like lots of paper. The first thing they do is they ask me if I have time and if it's okay for them to interrupt me. It's the first courtesy they give me. And then when I tell them stuff, they write it down. They ask any necessary questions. Then they fuck off. I don't see them again unless they have another technical question for me that only I would know. The problem is with that I find with women project managers is that they don't give a fuck about what I'm doing or what I'm up to. And this one that I have at work literally like just comes up to me. And she literally like bangs her fucking hand on my desk as I'm like deep into Fortnite and stuff. She comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, so Maulington, yeah, so I got this thing, right? I got this email. Right, so there's this. So the client says we've got this problem with this automation, and this is like this thing that happened the other week, isn't it?" And it's like, right, first of all, I'm in the middle of something. Fuck off and come back later. Second of all, this thing you're bothering me with is the lowest of the low priorities. This thing I'm working with is very high priority right now. I'm happy to fix this very low priority problem. However, when the fucking director comes and he asks why his £10 million project is a month overdue, I'm going to point to you and I'm going to say to him, "I'm sorry, boss. The reason why your 10 million project that's a month behind is because this project manager right here wanted to know why there was 1 hour of downtime on one night." Do you want to fucking explain to the director why he's losing $10 million? You know what I mean? It's like, fuck's sake. Please, if you are going to interrupt me as well, please have the fucking courtesy to ask if it's okay and to actually pretend like you care about my time, right? I mean, it's not like I have a problem with people who are straight and professional. I do prefer people who just get to the point and don't. One of the cultural problems we have here, and hang on, let me put the music back on because I'm going on a fucking tangent. All right, hang on. So one of my problems, as a British person, what really annoys me about people in the UK is that you have to say please, thank you, and apologise about 5 times every sentence. And it's really annoying because what people do is when they want to speak to me about something or ask me to do something, they're like every conversation goes like, "Maulington, can you please, thank you, etc., this." And before they even tell me what they want, they spend about 5 minutes trying to talk about something social and like ask me how my day was and talk about like what their day is like. And the reason they're doing that is because they feel bad, about giving me an instruction. And it's like, look, buddy, the time that you're wasting is pissing me off more than the interruption. If you are going to interrupt me, just get to the fucking point, all right? You don't need to dilute the order with 5 minutes of waffle. That's more annoying. I understand my role. You're the project guy. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Don't fucking interrupt me. Don't waste my time with all this waffle. What do you want? Just get on with it, And the problem is with the UK is that people are so terrified of conflict and like upsetting people. They feel like they have to pad everything out of all this waffle and all these please and thank yous. I'm sat here going like, oh my God, please, you don't need to thank me. You don't need to say please, and you don't need to use comforting language, non-confrontational language. Just say Maulington, get a fucking move on. Yeah, once it's going to be done. Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad, bro. I'll concentrate on this now. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll get on it, boss. No problem, right? It fucking annoys me so much. Yeah, imagine working for the NHS. You know what I'm talking about, GCM. I've contracted for the NHS before, and yeah, the NHS is like the worst for having like fucking busybodies just waste your time with endless meetings and waffle when nothing gets done, and it's really annoying. Slack is good for keeping it terse, but then go, have we got time for a call? Yeah, this is the problem with project managers sometimes, is that they're meant to block like shit from coming to you so you can get on with the work. But what I find is with some of my project managers is that they're basically an email that I can't ignore. Because when I did work at some point without a project manager, and every time I got like a fucking non-consequence like email from someone, I could just ignore it and answer it when I'm ready. But now the problem is with a project manager is that every time like there's an email, because it's part of one of her major KPIs is obviously the turnaround of client inquiries. All she cares about is her KPI. She doesn't see the big picture. She doesn't appreciate or understand what my KPIs are. So she will like fucking endlessly harass me over a complete fucking nothing burger, because it's what gets her bonus pay. And it's like her KPIs are at odds with my KPIs, because my job is to obviously work on projects that make my business a lot of fucking money. So it's like sometimes I do think about like working by instruction and like deliberately fucking over like the multi-million pound projects, just so that when people ask me what the hell is going on and why are they all overdue, I can go, well, it's because the fucking project manager wanted me to work. But it's because the project manager wanted me to work on another automation that brought us about £5 an hour instead of the one that brought us like £1,000 an hour. So if you want to know why profits are down, speak to her, buddy. Ain't my problem. I just do what the project manager says, man. What did you do all of last week, Maulington? Oh, wow. I just basically spent 3 days trying to investigate why one of our machines went down for an hour on the night of Tuesday at like 1 a.m. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes the robots just stop working. It's not a new thing, and they're right as rain again in the morning. But no, the project manager demanded that I find a satisfactory answer. That took me 3 days to find a satisfactory answer. Did nothing on the big multi-million pound projects. What do you want me to do about it, boss? Anyway, this is a boring tangent. Let's talk about a fun tangent. Is it because they ran out of materials? I don't get is it because they ran out of materials. I get this is like that thing that happened 2 weeks ago, and it's like, no, this isn't like the thing that happened 2 weeks ago, you fucking idiot. It's something completely different. Like I'm the technical guy, and oh my god, this is another thing, right? Is that there's one of these project managers I have. Every time she tells me about a problem, she will, if I don't interrupt her, and it's like really rude to interrupt people when they're talking in the UK, even if they're talking nonsense. It's something you don't do, but I do it, right? I am extremely rude by British standards, but the thing is, if I don't interrupt her, she'll spend 10 minutes coming up with some fucking random crazy ass theory in her brain about why this automation's gone wrong again. And it's like, listen, look, I'm the engineer, I'm the one who's paid to do this shit. Just shut the fuck up and I'll tell you what the problem is. Why are you spending 10 minutes theorizing on my behalf about what the problem is? What the fuck do you know about maths and engineering? Shut up. Just let me tell you what the problem is. Oh my god, why? Why are they like this? Why are project managers like this? Meaty man, why are they like this? Production managers turn the machines up to 123%. It's the thing about project managers, right? Project managers are force multipliers, but project managers are force multipliers in both a negative and a positive sense. So a good project manager will be a positive force multiplier. A bad project manager will obviously be a negative percentage multiplier. So when my project manager is being retarded, I can be as much as 1/3 as productive as I normally am, which is really bad. That's a lot of money that my company's costing. And then on top of that, if the project manager is that kind of person, then obviously they're just a net negative to the company, because you're also paying them a salary. So a bad project manager is not only worthless, they're not only they're useless, they're worse than useless, because their salary is pointless, and they're making all the engineers and the productive people in the organization as much as 1/3 of effective as they should be. So it's like when people like Google and Apple want to start laying people off, they should get rid of the fucking admin people and the project people first before they start firing the actual fucking like engineers and stuff, right? My project manager is nice and he loved me. Yeah, unfortunately I've lost my good project manager. I've got I wouldn't say she's a bad one. She has her moments. All right, she's not all bad. I have to give her some credit, but she just fucking gets on my nerves sometimes. She really does get on my fucking nerves. I'm trying to be nice to her sometimes, but I do let my irritation show when she's like interrupting me for the third time that day because of a fucking non-consequential email. Like, we got one team of people who constantly demand like I refresh one of our robots, because after each refresh this robot gets like 0.1 of a second faster, and they're like, oh, they want me to like spend 15 minutes out of my day to like restart a robot, and I'm like, no, I'm not spending like a minute, 5 minutes out of my day to restart each and every single one of these robots for 0.1 of a second extra efficiency. Fuck off. But she demands that I acquiesce to these emails. And I had to go to my like senior manager about it, and he was like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. He told her, no, we're not doing it. And then she still, like behind his back, still tries to pressure me into doing it. And it's like, no, I'm not doing it. Shut up. I don't give a shit about your fucking KPIs. You're the project manager. You're supposed to be good with conflict and shit. I appreciate the fact that you feel uncomfortable as a like 23-year-old arguing with like a 45-year-old with 25 years of management experience. But that's part of your job, I'm afraid. You're gonna have to tell them no and put your foot down, right? We all have to have those uncomfortable moments, right? Where you have to speak to someone who is much more senior than you and knows a lot more than you, and you have to tell them no, and you have to tell them to fuck off, right? Yeah, mathematics usually still works with negative values. Yeah, that's the thing. I have no natural ability with mathematics. I'm one of those people who have to work really hard and really concentrate to get like my maths, working. Yeah, I'm not a naturally gifted mathematician. Being honest, PM is just a fancy name for professional middle management fall guy. In my experience, that's true. I hear from other engineers that there are project managers who actually allow them to get on with the job and be very productive employees. I've never met them personally, but I do believe that they do exist, I guess. Bad idea to have an issue with C-level people. Yeah, C-level people do not give a fuck about any of your problems or issues, whether they're personal or whatever. They just want their goddamn project. They just want their goddamn project done. That makes the quarter look amazing. And the bad thing about that is that they don't understand like the long-term problems that they want you to skip over. But the good thing is that if you are being blocked by something stupid, like just complaining to a C-level person they will cut through the bullshit, and they will get like the other side to start functioning, right? I work with an old black lady that just cut people out and don't take shit. I love her. I didn't have a black lady who used to do that. I had a white lady who used to do that, but she did the same thing. I loved her as well. She was great. She would tell people much more senior than her where to stick it as well when they were crossing the line, which is good fun. Yeah, C types just care about two things: profit up, cost down. Nothing more, nothing else. That's right. Again, which can be good or bad. The bad things about that kind of attitude is that long-term issues can arise because you're constantly pushing. They demand that you ignore something that's quite critical, and then you continuously push that down the road to get projects out the way, and then eventually, like 5 years' time, that thing that you're constantly kicking down the roads like raises its ugly head because you've been ignoring it this entire time. And then the C types go, what the fuck? Why did no one fix this problem? Why did no one figure this out earlier? And it's like, well, we did, but you wanted us to get this new sexy project out, and you didn't care about this shit, and we tried to warn you about it, but whatever. They have a golden parachute. If that happens, it's not their problem. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I've got so many. I've had so many like senior managers over the years who have like left within not even a year. Most of the 99% of C level people I've met have quit in a year, and like half of that 90% quit within 6 months. So yeah, clearly I'm in the wrong business. I should just be like a C-level manager. I start my role in a new business. I fuck everything up worse than the previous guy, and I resign in disgrace. Well, I don't resign in disgrace. We have an agreement with the company where, because I'm so shit, they'll just give me a package to fuck off, so I can't screw things up anymore. And then I'll apply to another company, do the same thing there, stay there for 6 months, fuck everything up, get my bribe to piss off, and then just do that forever and ever. That certainly seems to be what the NHS does after having contracted for them. Every NHS commissioner I've ever had by my contracts has been, well, not my contract, I guess, my company's contract. Every like NHS commissioner I've ever worked with, I look at them and I'm like, how the fuck are you a commissioner? Like, what retard put you in charge of people? some of these NHS managers I've met, man. I do like working with private businesses. I definitely do prefer working with the private sector. But the private sector people have their own problems. Like, they have their own problems with like nepotism and like arrogance and, you know, just random bullshit, right? I've not actually heard the term seagull managers before. No, I guess that would be a good thing to call them, seagull managers. Yeah, I have. The NHS, working for the NHS is a nightmare, right? What really annoys me when I'm working with them, right, is that they don't answer their fucking emails. They pay me all this money to work for them, right? As a I'm contracting for the NHS. They want us to do something for them, and I'm like, it takes like 3-4 months before I even get working because they don't answer their fucking emails. They don't even tell me what they want. It's like, right, you've pre-bought my contract, you've pre-bought my time, and for the first 3 months of my contract, I've just been sat here twiddling my thumbs, waiting for you retards to give me fucking something to do. It's like, what you do? This is taxpayers' money, dumbasses. I mean, not that I'm complaining. It's free money, right? Yeah, I mean, let's not get into the rant about the NHS needing to collapse. Yeah. I think my favorite company I've ever like done a contract for, probably like one of the, yeah, what's my favorite company I've ever worked for? I think Porsche is probably like the favorite company I've ever done contracting work for. The people who work for the you know, the car manufacturer Porsche people are really fucking smart. And those guys take like the no bullshit. I mean, they're miserable bastards. They're Germans, right? But I have a respect for like German engineers and like the German management structure. They're uncompromisingly, and I think sometimes they're very unfair, but they are no nonsense guys, and they do know how to develop like a quality product on time, and they do care a great deal about their skilled employees actually being skilled employees, actually being like skilled employees. They aren't just holding a worthless piece of paper that says I am an engineer. It's like, whoa, no, these guys know what they're doing, man. It's really impressive. I remember some healthcare workers were protesting the UK a year ago or something. Yeah, we've always got like a junior doctor strike here in the UK because junior doctors here in the UK make about as much money as a secretary does, which is another thing about how ridiculous UK wages are. Obviously, in the long term, UK doctors will make a lot of money than a secretary. But imagine you're going through med school, and you're making as much money as as someone who just like files emails and replies to emails. That's not right. That's not on, really, is it? I think junior doctors make about 27 to 30,000 British pounds. So that's like, again, $36,000, right? So imagine making as much. Imagine going through med school and making as much money as a fucking. You know, as a receptionist. That ain't right, is it? And then people scratch their heads and they go, hey, why are all British doctors leaving to Australia and America? I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know. To end the stream, since I can't react to Uwo Lab, let's look at a meme video. Let's react to some kind of like stupid, dumb like meme compilation. That's what all the VTubers do these days, right? Just do a reaction stream. Okay, here we go. I found something. About 10 minutes long. Let's listen to this. Let's watch this. Watch this on stream. Yeah, okay. Right, we're gonna watch this video. It is called I Hate I'm Your Friend Type. Yeah. Right, okay. You laugh, oh no, you laugh, we're not gonna restart if I laugh, right? We're just gonna watch this 10-minute video. I really did do 1 hour per slide. I think that's a new record night for. Actually, after we do this video as well, I will give you guys an extra slavering of love and appreciation. Because this, again, as I said before, I fucking love this streaming shit. It's so much fun. This is the most fun I've had in years, this VTubing stuff. You guys are really helping me in my midlife crisis. If I could give you guys a thumbs up, I'd be giving you a thumbs up right now. You're a good bunch of lads. I love you. And also, I really appreciate having my first members all join this stream today. I fucking love you guys. Thank you very much for the support. It's good fun. But anyway, I'll get into that after this video. So let's watch this video. Are we parasocial, chat? It's not parasocial to fucking like have appreciation and respect for the people who like take time out of your day who take time out of their day to you know, watch your stuff and give you that support and stuff, right? It's what annoys me about what. Oh my god, I'm going on a tangent already. Right? I just want to get this out of the way quickly. What fucking pisses me the fuck off about VTubing is how everyone is absolutely obsessed with accusing another person of an autist. Like it's the fucking Red Scare and we're trying to out people as being communists. People are obsessed with labeling other people as like fucking autismos. And we've got people who are absolutely obsessed with accusing other people of being parasocial. It's like, oh my god, you actually appreciate and respect your fan base, you fucking parasocial terminally online weirdo. It's like, no, any self-respecting entertainer will appreciate the support, the time, and you know, you know what I mean, right? It's like and a good entertainer will have that mentality of appreciating the fucking time and the support that their audience gives them, and will care about providing an experience that makes them want to come back and makes them happy, right? That's what I do. That's why I do what I'm doing. I VTube because, first and foremost, I just find it really fucking fun personally. But making people happy, making people laugh, entertaining people, educating people is really important to me. And I get imposter syndrome sometimes because I'm just making a video on other VTubers and I feel like that's not real content, right? When I make my Phase Connect documentaries, I feel like I'm just basically like slapping together some clips and then talking about why I like someone. This doesn't feel like real content. I want to do something to really, you know, make my audience happy and like make them laugh and make them entertained and educated. And yeah, I'm going to be working on that actually as I once I get my new model. Actually, I'll show you. Sorry, let me thank my fucking hell. I want to go on so many tangents. I don't know where to start. But first, let me thank the two new gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining up as a gentleman, Burr. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And thank you very much, Reva, my good friend Reva. You've been here a long time, Reva. I remember you from way back in the day. Thank you very much for showing up. I'm going to show you guys actually quickly. I'm going to show you a sneak peek at my new model. I've got a new model in the works. Actually, can I get a Discord open? Otherwise, if I click up Discord, is it going to show up on the front page? This is the part where I accidentally leak my fucking person. Oh shit, it is. Oh no, are you going to see my fucking... Are you going to see my shit? Oh god damn. Oh no, good. It did open on the other window. Phew. I don't want to show you guys my private Discord with my friends because it's really fucking spicy. It will probably get me arrested. Okay. Right, let me have a look. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? There we go. Right, here we go. Open in browser. Right, here we go. What is the word? Right, look at this. Look at this, guys. It's not obviously done yet. There's still stuff that needs doing. But look, hey, new model coming, boys. The art's nearly done. Soon, it will begin the rigging process. So the reason why the hands look like this is basically an animation. This is like one of those VTuber toggles that you can see. So it starts off with the sword, you know, in its scabbard with my hand on the thing, and then what will happen is I press a toggle, and then basically what will happen is the sword will transfer from this hand, and then there'll be like a smooth animation where this hand comes up, puts the sword in this hand, and then I've got this sword raised at the ready. No longer a furry, no. That's right, sadly. And as you can see, as it's quite obvious, this is themed after a Victorian cavalry officer. So this is basically what a British like cavalry guard officer would look like in about 1872. So you can see back during this period of the uniform, they didn't have like the knee-high boots that you see these days in the beige trousers. They had like just below the knee boots. Got the spurs down at the bottom there. And obviously I've got my Victorian style medals, the sash of the guard's order, and then I've got like my little, you know, guard helmet. I'm really looking forward to this. It looks really good. I'm really very, very pleased with my model, with my artist and rigger. It should be good fun. Not furry, 0 out of 10. What are those medals for? So these two medals on the left, this is for, these are basically medals that are just measured after the likeness of my VTuber mama and papa. So the person who's doing the art is also the rigger for this model, and she's this red one here, and this is just her friend who she always hangs out with. So this is Whimsy Cat, and this is Peach, her friend. So these two are these two are like a duo, right? So even though Peach isn't involved in the model, I wanted to include her as well because I really like these two. And then I've got 3 medals here. I've got like a lion medal here, which is basically the Victoria Cross but British style, And I've just got 2 random medals here that I haven't followed up the lore for yet. But yeah, I guess I'll figure it out later. Maybe I can have that medal. That's like my shit posting medal. And that's my male VTuber medal, maybe, right? We'll do that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going live with that one. It should be good fun. This will be my dedicated streaming model. And then like my VTuber video model will be this little chibi guy. And then my furry 3D model will be like my Zatsudan and like comedy skits kind of model, because my 3D furry model has hand tracking, so I can like give you guys the middle finger and stuff with that model. Is that a pickle halber? No, it's not. It's the guard's helmet that British cavalry guardsmen wear. Can't remember what it's called. Anyway, let's do a you laugh, you restart. Order of the Yap medal. That's a great one, Weaver. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Order of the Yap. All right, let's have a look at this video. Let's be a react streamer now. What the fuck?
Sit. Gentle.
Oh, doggy. Holy shit! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Is that a Labrador? What dog is that? Fuck me! God, that's me every time I go to McDonald's. Fucking hell! That's something I would do, to be fair. It's exactly something I would do with the rubbish. Oh my god.
Hey.
Fucking foxes, man. There's so many foxes where I live. Fucking idiot. Oh my god, I gotta watch that again. Hang on. I gotta go watch that again. That fucking fool. Oh my god, that fucking fool. Oh no. That's so tragic. How was that person's like fucking washing heavier than they are? What the fuck? Oh, there are a lot of foxes in London. I didn't know that, honestly. You'd steal my gloves? I don't own a pair of gloves, to be honest, so you can try to steal my gloves. I don't have any for you. Oh, Super Mario 64. Hell yeah.
That life is great. Your life is great.
No. What the fuck?
Here, you do it.
that is peak male moment right there. Oh my god, I've done that before. Like, oh my god, fucking hell. I've done that before. Like, I do some woodworking sometimes. My granddad's a carpenter, and sometimes when we're working with we're rebuilding, or like we're refurbishing, like trays and drawers and stuff, and we need to like hit. We need to take like the wooden panels out of the drawer, and it's like with women, like with some of the women in my family, they'll slap it with a hammer, like all daintily, like, and the wood won't budge, and then they give it to me, and I just put my fucking fist right through it and take the whole fucking wood out with it. Right? It's the problem with women is they don't understand. You got to put your back into it, and you got to attack it with some aggression in order to break the thing instead of just giving it a with the hammer. What the fuck is that laugh? That's like a fucking duck's laugh or something. It sounds like a fucking quacking duck. What the fuck? Hang on. It's me. That's me laughing. Whoa. Oh my god, is that a snake? Oh my god. Well, that horrified me. Oh no! The tiniest laugh, it does. Oh no! Oh, that must have hurt. I've done that before myself. I've accidentally like fucking shoved a spoon at the back of my throat before. Painful.
Okay, well maybe it needs.
Oh no! It's gonna collapse, isn't it?
A little bit, but
It's gonna collapse.
that's the tree.
That's fucking tragic. Oh no, I've had that happen to me before. I haven't put any Christmas decorations up in over like 10 years precisely because of that shit. God damn. Oh no, that's so tragic. Oh god, it's the worst when that happens. The fuck? What the fuck is that all about? Puts a gecko on his ear. Oh, is this Russian? Oh no! Oh god, that must have been. You're gonna need a hip replacement. That guy. God damn. Yeah, I mean, she did. To be fair, she did. She was a good sport about that, wasn't she? She was a good. The fucking cat. Yeah. That's basically how like my average day at work goes. Just fucking everything breaks. I fix it and it's like, oh, something else is broken now. God damn. Oh god. Nothing works in Russia. Just like England. Nothing works in England either. Oh, that's a juicy looking pizza. That looks nice. I want one. What the fuck is that thing? What's that? Oh, is that one of those Roomba things? Is that one of like these little like what's that about? I don't understand that one. Can anyone explain that one to me? What the fuck? What's going on there? What's he doing? I don't get what he's doing. I don't know, I don't get that one. Oh, the party sounds a fake. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, he's all by himself. Oh, he's just like us, for real. Oh, we should befriend that guy. We should make him a capitalist. That guy is we could groom that guy to become a capitalist easy, right? He's alone on a Friday night, Saturday night. He's got a half-eaten pizza that he's having all to himself. Prime capitalist, prime capipi material. Oh no! Oh fucking hell! Oh, that was a good hit. That guy's gonna be a boxer. Oh my god, let's watch that again. Hang on a sec. Not that I like watching women get fucking punched in the face. But oh god, let's watch that again. Look at this guy's form. Yeah, look at him. Oh, that was the sickest overhand right I've ever seen. This guy's gonna be this guy's the next Canelo. This guy's gonna be fucking mainlining like UFC 400. God damn. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm crying. That's so funny. Oh my god, that guy is literally my spirit animal. You know, I really want to get married. I really want to have like a wife or like a living girlfriend just so I have someone I can do that to every day. Oh my god, that's so funny. Reaction, she's just like a fucking almost cartoon pratfall when she got scared. The fucking noises he makes as well. It fucking laughs. It fucking hits himself on the door. Kids are so fucking stupid, but I love it. Oh, fucking hell, we got some good airtime there. What the fuck? Why is there a coffin going down the stairs? What the fuck? My best friend with my coffin. I don't have 6 people to carry me. Oh, that's depressing. I'm so sorry. That's going to be me. No one's going to. I'm not going to have anyone at my funeral. I fucking hate everyone. I want everyone to leave me alone. Just stick my corpse in the bin when I'm dead, guys. Yeah, it would be funny. Oh, fucking hell. Whoa. That's so fast. Imagine. I wonder what a duck would think if it saw that. Would a duck understand that that wasn't a duck? Like, imagine that, right? Imagine like you're at work one day, you're in a cafeteria at work, and like a weird-looking guy just shows up in the cafeteria. You've never seen him before. He looks normal, and then all of a sudden he starts running at like 200 miles an hour around the fucking cafeteria. Imagine what your reaction would be, right? You'd be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that a man? Is that the Flash? God damn!"
Spin again, just spin again. Pull up in a fishbowl, ooh, Cleveland. Spin again.
Hey, look, it's Pippa.
Spin again, spin again.
Oh no, I guess that's Amy actually. That's not Pippa, that's Amy. It's Amy Asami. Oh no, cats. Cats are fucking mischievous buggers. I think they're both trying to... Before we finish the video, I just want to say, these two cats are trying to throw each other into the water, and they're both fucking it up so badly. They're putting themselves in the goddamn water. Why do cats do this? Why are cats like this? Why a cat sees an opportunity to fuck someone over, and I don't think they truly understand what the impact of the fucking over is. But all they know is that they have to ruin someone's day. That's why I never own a cat. People who own cats are weird. Yeah, that's what you get, dumbass. He's trying to kick the other cat in the face instead of saving himself.
You did this to yourself.
He did do that to himself, yeah. Oh no. Do you know, one of the most tragic things in the world to me is people having that ice cream ruined. There's just something about seeing people who've got some kind of ice cream cone, and whether they drop it or something happens to it. Doesn't matter if they're a kid or an adult. I just look at that shit and I think, oh, that's genuinely so sad. Oh my god, that's so tragic. Hey, nice job. What the fuck? Hey, free cat. Awesome. Yeah. I want a free cat. What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa, what the fuck is that thing? It's a fucking Wobbuffet. A pink Wobbuffet. Whoa, look, it's a pink Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet! Whoa, that was smooth. Axiotl? What's an how do you guys know so much about Pokemon? Imagine not dropping Pokemon after season 3. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Okay, that's random. Fucking cats. Oh no, this doesn't look good. No. Oh. ¿Cómo está? What the fuck? Aloxis, can you translate that for us? What the fuck was he saying? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Lord Maulington. Oh, omelette du fromage. I'm surprised that cat hasn't gone for him. What the fuck? Ah. Oh, bless. I don't know why that would be funny, but that was cute. This guy again. I love this guy so much. What language is that? Is that Polish? Like, where's he from? What language? I gotta watch that again. What language is this guy? Oh, this guy is such a menace. I love him. You got the angry Eastern European woman chasing him out the house as he laughs, cackling like a fucking maniac. Oh, God, I love Polish people. I wonder how many videos he has just scaring the piss out of his wife. That's a good question. We're going to have to find this guy's channel. We're going to have to find this guy's channel and watch them all. Kurva! That dog's face. That's me. Whenever it's like pizza day at work, right, and we're all like waiting for the people to lay the pizzas out, that's this dog right here. That's fucking me. That's me as I'm waiting for that goddamn pizza man. I'm like, give me pizza. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Bro, no one believes me that my dog is scared of Kim Jong-un.
Oh no.
Who is this Johnny? Who is that? Yeah, you tell him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you tell him. You don't like him.
Oh my god. That man trained his dog to hate communism. That's fucking based. That is based as fuck, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to train my dog to hate communism as well. That's great. I'll probably get arrested like Countdown Killer for teaching my dog to hate communism. That's fucking funny. I wonder what he did to get the dog to hate Kim Jong-un. Whoa! Is that the actual noise it's making? Oh my god! What is that? What the fuck? That looks like some kind of like... That looks like some kind of environmental like obstacle in a puzzle game, right? It's like when you're in the fucking like the belly of like some kind of... You've been eaten by some kind of horrible beast and you've got to watch out for like the steam coming out from its boils or something. Is that an omelette? Is that what this is supposed to be? How do you fuck up an omelette that bad? What's that? Oh yeah. Oh, I've done that so many times, guys. I'll show you a picture of my pillow later. But I've got a comfort pillow I wrap around myself when I'm streaming, and I call it the pizza pillow, right? Because this pillow, this pure white pillow, is full of greasy pepperoni like stains from when I've tried to eat a pizza and just like a random flake of pepperoni has like just gone fucking flying and landed in my pillow and ruined it. I'll show you a picture later. I'd make a great Face Connect VTuber if you look at the state of my keyboard and my pillows with all the stains on them. Oh no! Oh, that's so tragic. He's lost it. Oh, he's lost it all in the sink. I've done that as well. Oh no, I've made that mistake.
Bravo.
Bravo, bravo, grazie. Grazie ragazzi, bravo. He cooking the pizza. Fucking hell. I've never done that before. I don't try to get fancy in my cooking. Just keep it clean and simple. It's the poison in the Auron Vale dungeon in Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, exactly. I have a Sakana Dakimura. I wish I had a Sakana Dakimura. That's Pippa cooking noodles. Oh yeah, I did watch that stream. That was funny. Guys do the most random shit when we're bored. Oh no. Oh, this must be Russia because it's a bear. Fuck. Hang on a minute. I have to watch that bear one again. What the fuck? Is this like your state-approved wife in Russia? This is what happens if you're single for too long in Russia. They just give you a state-approved bear. What the fuck? It's Uruka, yeah. It's Fujikura Uruka, that's Urafu to you. She's not so strong and not so smart, but music she can do. Oh god, my voice is gone. She wanted to do music, but her family said nay. It's Fujikura Uruka. That's one of Uruka's cubs. That's what this is. This is Uruka's cub. Final Fantasy 14 players here? Yeah, I'm a Final Fantasy 14 player. I haven't played it in 4 years though. When you dating Uruka? She's gonna collapse. Oh my god. Alright, that fucking Zoomer shit has ruined this entire video now. Hang on. Who thinks this is funny? Oh my god. That's the average V-tweeter right there. This is what a V-tweeter would actually do if they saw like a quote unquote Nazi in real life. This is exactly what they do. Oh hell yeah. Whoa. Michael Myers has got some fucking sick moves. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's horrifying. Look how skinny that kid is. Hang on a bit. Look at how skinny that kid is. His legs are like fucking sticks. God damn, how does he support his own weight? What the fuck? That's terrifying. That kid needs to get some meat on his bones. Someone give that kid a 16-ounce steak with butter and a lobster. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's horrifying. No self-respecting American child should be that malnourished, right? Americans should be fat. They should be greasy and full of hair. That's the peak American right there. Yeah, this is definitely America. Look, there's even a fucking Dodge Charger in the background there.
This is easy peasy, bro. Look at me. Oh, bro, I can probably.
What's that, a teabag? What's that?
Okay, I'm ready, I guess.
Did you see anything?
No.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay.
You're doing it.
Dude, yeah. This is
Oh
easy.
god, I love it. It's a guy who's fucking with the guy.
John?
Wait, where's this going? What the fuck? Are they gonna run him over? What? I want to know where that was going. That was just starting to get good. What happened there? Or did they just leave him behind? Were they gonna run him over or were they leaving him behind? What was that? Hang on.
John?
Okay, so the headlights were facing his direction. The headlights were coming towards him, so I think they were gonna fucking hit him with the car. I don't know. Or did they leave him? I don't know. Or did they leave him? I mean, maybe they left him, yeah. Okay, can't see anything. You know what this one's about? What the fuck? What the hell is going on? Okay, I think he fucked up with the video or something. Ah, yeah, what a lovely doggy. Lovely doggy. Oh my god, it's lost its feet. Oh, that's so sad. Oh man, I've seen so many pigeons who have lost like at least 1 foot around where I live, but to see one with like 2 feet lost, fucking hell, goddamn.
Yeah, I sort of feel bad for that.
Peg leg.
I don't feed seagulls.
Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. That's so sad. Look at it. Look at it hobble over towards him.
No fucking feet. It has no feet, babe.
Is this guy Australian? This guy's like the most Australian man I've ever heard. He's got no fucking feet, babe. Bloody hell. Crikey.
Babe, are you kidding me?
Oh, that's tragic. How did they lose their feet as well? Oh no! Oh, he handled that so well, bless him. Oh, that poor man. Oh, rip his clothing. That's gonna. And that's what the problem is with that. Isn't just he's got all this shit over him and his clothing. If he doesn't give that a good deep clean, it's gonna fucking stink, and that room is gonna be uninhabitable for forever. I remember when I was at university, one person in the dorms had like spilt a milkshake or like a cocktail, like an alcoholic beverage with some kind of dairy product in their room. They spilt it, and like the entire dorm, even though it was in someone's room, just the entire dorm was uninhabitably fucking stinky for like months because they didn't clean it properly. It really was absolutely disgusting. This cat's gonna do some kind of weird jump. That's pathetic. That's the useless cat. Okay, that looks to be like tea or coffee. That's 90% milk. What? Is that a normal thing? What the fuck? Whoa. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Fucking. Is that Harambe? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Is this real? Is a monkey really giving a middle finger? I fucking love its face. God damn. I might have this as my new profile picture. Just have this fucking monkey giving the middle finger. This fits me perfectly. This is literally me. This is a docs, guys. This is what I look like. I'm doing this right now.
I got these rings from Shein, right? Look like eyes because I thought they looked cool. But now I can't.
Did you think they were cool?
With them.
Oh God, woman. Women. Oh my God.
I gave it lipstick.
Fucking hell.
What do I name her?
Oh my God.
I need to give her a name.
Yeah, coffee emotes, boys. Coffee emotes. Oh, you fucking dumbass. You complete... Oh, people like this really annoy me. Oh, no. Oh, my God, that fucking dumbass. Like, this is the thing. This is the reason why I like Polish people so much. This is what every single British tradesman does whenever you want to get work done. If you want a job done well and you want it done quickly, you hire a Polish lad to do it, because he'll sort this shit out in like 5 minutes and he won't break anything. British tradesmen are useless. Oh no, this is gonna expand and hit him in the face or something. This isn't gonna go well. Captain Bartholomew. What the fuck? Okay, that's the end of the video, and that will be the end of the stream. But yeah, just before I rage you someone else. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, as always, guys, to today's stream. That was bloody good fun. That's a really good, like, motivating factor to kind of get me back into the swing of content creation. I don't know why, like, for the last 3-4 weeks now, I've just not been in like the mood to make anything. I don't know if it's just like working too hard, and I don't know. I've just not been in like the right, I guess, state of mind to make any content. But like these kinds of streams are always great fun. I feel really motivated and kind of inspired to do stuff now. I think it's burnout backslash. I think I've been burnt out on my real life job. But yeah, I'm feeling really motivated to get on with it now and release some content for you guys. Thank you very much for the new members for joining my channel. I'm gonna think about what I can do for you guys. I might start up a Discord maybe, and I'll think about some fun, lovely stuff I can do for my members. So really appreciate you guys giving me that extra support. So yeah, I'll think about that this weekend, and I'll update you of what I'm gonna do. And yeah, as always, guys, I really appreciate even if you're just tuning in for 5 minutes, just say hello. I always really do appreciate you guys, you know, coming into the stream, tuning into the videos just to check me out. It's great fun. I love what you guys have to say, and I appreciate the fact that there's so much other stuff out there you could be doing, and it's like you choose to come spend some time for me, and it's bloody good fun. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I will just see if there's someone to raid. I'll raid a very lovely lady, another VTuber commentary channel, if I can raid her, called Shog Mommy. Maybe Kersha if I can't raid Shog Mommy. And yeah, she's not a based person, but she's a pretty good VTuber commentary channel. I would recommend her if you want to, you know, like get caught up on your VTubing news as well, and you want to watch someone other than, like, you know, False ID and the regulars. So let me just check first to see if I can raid her. Right, let's have a look. Redirect. I can. Okay, yeah, so I'll raid her. Say hello, be nice and polite, no base shit. And yeah, check her out, guys. Have a good evening. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. And yeah, have a good day. So yeah, see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.